No, I'm locked in. I'm locked
Holy
in.
shit, boys. Major is next week. What the fuck?
I know, right? Isn't that insane?
Like, I literally leave in 8 days.
Damn.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, 9 for me, but
And then Jake leaves in what? 3
10 because
days.
he lives 6 minutes away.
Yeah, you're right. He's right there.
Yeah. I don't really have to go anywhere very far, which is nice.
Well, you
Dang,
noticed that
good.
super fat. I ain't lying.
Yeah. Let me open up this chat, bro. Let me
Was
open up
good
this
shot.
chat. What's good, everybody? I see Vane's in here first. That's my guy. Let's go, Vane. Gotta copy and paste these tags right quick.
My mic level's good.
Yeah.
That's
No,
something.
Oh.
All right, WL. Okay.
And then let me tweet that we are live. I put out a tweet telling people to give us like questions and topics to talk about. I don't think we really got many, but we'll touch on the ones we did get, I guess.
What the fuck?
Yeah, people don't fuck with us.
I see on the screen that WL said fuck OpTic, but in my chat, actually, he doesn't say that.
Yeah, it doesn't say that on my screen, too.
Do I have filters on or something?
Oh, it's probably because it's top chat, not live chat. Yeah, the top chat probably is like, that's not even worth showing. Is the filter at the
Oh,
top,
I
yeah.
didn't realize that. Live chat. What the fuck? All right, WL, you're gone already.
All right, let me just...
You go to random?
What's good, random? Let me just
I'm
tweet
not WL
this.
for one biddy. 25 gifted in chat already. 25 gifted.
I hear you.
Okay, tweet is live. Let me go hit that with a retweet on my page. What's good, everybody? How we doing, man? How we doing?
Chat,
How we
what's
doing?
good, chat? What's good, chat?
It's
Repost
goody.
that. Let me get the Pick'ems website pulled up just in case it makes me want to log in again. Dude, I went perfect in my Pick'ems, bro, this week. I went perfect.
Me too. I did too.
Yeah, you definitely went perfect. Definitely.
I'm ranked right now.
I was perfect. How does it feel Kenny is the Super Bowl champ after y'all gave him up? Well, he now plays for the Browns, so who really won here? You know what I'm saying? who really won here?
What's good, Kevin?
So wait, he's with the Browns now?
The Eagles just traded him today to the Browns.
Oh god, him and Myles Garrett might fight again. He might slap him in the head with a helmet again.
Oh my god.
That was Mason Rudolph.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, wrong guy.
Oh, never mind.
Same thing.
Kenny Pickett and Miles, I don't think has beef. I'm pretty sure Miles
It
might
looks the
snap
same.
Kenny in half. Well,
Nick, I hear you.
That didn't take very long, did it?
Nick, I hear you, brother.
Yeah, Nick, what is this guy wearing, bro?
Who the fuck does guy think he is?
I've decided to switch organizations for my fandom.
Clip it and ship it.
I'm now a FaZe Clan fan. Chat,
clip it and ship it. Clip it and ship it.
Omit and FaZe? Those are your two teams now?
Omit and FaZe, yep.
FaZe.
FaZe up, #Omit takeover.
Yes, sir.
Knowing Dumiel, he's about to post the shit out of it.
Yeah, Dumyell clipped that for his Around the CDL meme page.
#EasyAF. Hook back with Floptic. Breaking news.
Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that screenshot, bro?
Yeah, that screenshot that's been thrown around like for 3 years now.
Yeah,
I'm
screenshot that's been around for like weeks, months, years.
Yeah.
Now, what's good, everybody? Chat, how we doing, man? How we doing? We'll be starting the show here in a minute, man. Let a couple people roll in. You know what I'm saying?
What?
How do I do that shit? Look, FaZe up chat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Screenshot it, Dumyell. What's good, Hayden?
Worst case scenario, they pick up Billy. They're not picking up Billy.
That's the worst case scenario. That's the
chat,
worst one.
I would give 25 to the chat if they pick up Billy. That's how confident I am that shit's not happening.
I mean, Omit would drop Illy, pick up Arcides. They won the cup this weekend.
Pop Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
that
beat
shit's
they beat
not
Omer
happening.
Brooklyn twice.
They did.
Only Brooklyn has an actual league to worry about.
Exactly.
You did say worst case scenario. You did. You did. Dude, who
Exactly.
came? Someone came in my chat. I don't remember. Oh, Cohen came. Dude, Cohen came in my chat today and said they should pick up Diamond Con. I said, Cohen, if I ever see an OpTic Diamond Con, tell me the second I hear that shit, I am gone. What the
Take
fuck?
me out back if I ever see that. What's good,
OpTic
Trav?
Diamond Con. Are
Chat's
we
fucking hilarious,
serious?
bro.
Nah, can you imagine, bro?
He's like, why? Diamond Con's nasty. I said, dude.
You might get the OpTic first game boo. I don't think so.
No, they're not gonna boo. Chat, they're not gonna boo. Listen, if they get
Fuck.
3-0 if they get 3-0 slammed and losers round 1, they'll get booed. But
OpTic Diamond Con.
Conning roster spots from real players.
Jesus
why-
Christ, I'm
insane.
dyslexic.
Yeah, it's okay.
Gave Alex a stroke.
Yeah, what the hell? Alex
I'm
fighting for his
dyslexic, I'm
life
sorry.
over here, bro. Oh man. Yeah, we got a nice couple things to talk about on the show today, man. We got some, I'm sure we got a couple green teams to talk about a little bit here and there.
Falcons look
No.
dirty, bro. They look
do.
nasty.
They do.
They look nasty.
Do they really? To be honest, I didn't watch many of the matches this weekend. I just watched the OpTic ones.
They actually for a second I thought they were going to win a hard point, and then Study on the broadcast said, and the Falcons look like they might get their first hard point win. They proceeded to not get a single hard point, like another point for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It was like 190 to 170 or something Falcons, and he said that, and they ended up getting like 20 points, and LAG got 80.
Yeah. Generational jinx at a Study. Generational jinx.
It was insane, bro.
I asked my spell his name wrong on the COVID test. Hey, I'm not Kyler, okay?
Alex.
Bro, I still can't believe Kyler actually spelled his own fucking name wrong.
You're
on the
telling
COVID
me,
test.
Kicks
bro.
away from winning a series. Yeah, Wixel's not that great. I agree.
Falcons are
But-
more than kicks away from winning a series. Maybe from winning the second map in the series.
All right, Woodley, I'm gonna have to time you out just for saying some bullshit.
ASIM for Kenny.
Dude, ASIM's nice at this game, bro.
We are off the papaya.
That's insane.
We are smoking the good shit.
All right, what do we
like
say?
the-
What do we
the
say we
good
get
shit.
into this, and then I'm sure we'll have plenty of things to talk about throughout the time.
Let's start it. Hashtag
Start
phase
it.
up.
Let's start it. Hashtag run it up.
Hashtag brick by brick.
Yes,
Dude, he
Chad,
already
yes.
tweeted that. He's so bored. He's actually so
Mhm.
bored. Breaking news. Porn stash Caesar season is no longer a Floptic fan. Hashtag around the CDL.
I'm gonna be
Oh
retweeting
my
that one on the Around
God.
the CDL page. Nah, that's actually legendary, bro. That's actually
Well,
legendary.
I'm gonna take that picture that you sent us and be like, me and Jake were heartbroken.
Dude, porn stash is insane. Can we not call me porn stash? Hello, please?
That's crazy.
At
That's
least call me,
hilarious.
like-
Okay, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Chat, welcome in. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Let's get this stream started, and let's yap about COD because there's plenty to yap about. And our fellow FaZe fan here, I'm sure he's gonna want to talk shit on the green team because that's
I
what
do,
they do,
yeah,
right?
I do. That motherfuckers suck, don't they?
All right, let's run the intro and let's get into it. Let me double check what episode it is real quick. All right, it's 46, bet. All right, let's get it, chat. Thanks for tuning in, man. Let's run this shit. Here we go. What's good, Call of Duty fans? Welcome back to episode 46 of Around the CDL. Alex and Preston with me, as always. We got a full slate of things to talk about between what happened this past weekend, what's going to happen in the next weekend before we head into Major 2, whole bunch of other things in between. But first and foremost, boys, how are we feeling?
Great as always, brother. It's been a wild 48 hours for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Has it?
Between OpTic and the Steelers and just my day in general, it's been a little crazy. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to talk COD, and I'm ready to announce my new fandom. Phase up.
Oh, they're both doing it. Holy shit. Can I get 2 screenshots, chat?
No, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not doing so great. I'm a fan of, I'm an OpTic fan. And I'm also a 49ers fan, so I'm getting fucked both ways.
W. He's getting
For
Eiffel
both
Tower.
So I am not. I am kind of going through it right now. But it is what it is. Fuck it, we ball. I'm being in Texas next week with the guys. We're gonna eat Wiener Schnitzel and a 3-foot long hot dog at the Rangers game, and we're gonna ball out.
There you go. Yeah. Let's go, chat. I thought I had 2 OpTic fans as co-hosts, but apparently I got 2 FaZe fans now. So we're gonna have to rebrand from blue to red. I don't know. Omit's gonna have to maybe get us some new colors here. But it be what it be, I guess, right? All right,
Yeah.
let me just get this zoomed in real quick. But I mean, we could just hop straight into talking about obviously the matches from this past week. If I knew how to click, that would be nice. There we go. This past weekend we had 11 games. Also, Pick'em's update. After this weekend, I am on 77. I have taken first place. Alex is in second with 76, and Preston is in third with a whopping 68. So Preston got 5 wrong last weekend. Alex got 2 wrong, and I did not get a single one wrong in my pick'ems last weekend. So I absolutely cooked. And yeah, Preston is looking like he's gonna have some sort of forfeit or challenge to do at the end of the year if he doesn't pick it up.
Fuck Cloud9. They sold my pick'ems.
Yeah. Oh, chat. That's actually a good note, though. Whether you're listening a post or you're in chat right now, what should the forfeit or challenge be for the loser to do at the end of the year?
No. We are not putting my fate in Damiel's fucking hands.
Well, no, I just said to give us ideas.
That is not happening.
Just ideas.
You guys can pick.
We will, but I'm just trying to see
pick.
what chat thinks.
There is not a chance. No way.
Man.
No way.
I'll put a
there
post
is
on
no
Reddit and
way.
see what they say. What the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
I'd be like, what, is Caesar season losing? Yeah, he should just delete himself from existence.
Oh man. All right, let's kind of work our way through the weekend and start off here with LAT versus Surge. Rematch of the Minor 2 Grand Final, but it didn't feel like much of a rematch in this series, man, because LAT came out decisive. Now, it was 6-5 in the map 2 and 3-2 in the map 3, but the boys, man, LAT looking really good, chat. Looking really good, and I can't say enough good things about this team. Everyone's doing their job. Hydra and Scrap look like the superstar duo we thought we were going to get when it was announced that they were going to be teaming together. I mean, Scrap's laying down the absolute damage. Hydra's running around doing everything in every single map, every single mode. I mean, they're 2 MVP, maybe not front runners, maybe Simp still right now number 1 because they won Major 1, but 2 of the top 3-4 MVP players at this point, and man, it feels good to be at these fan, chat. If they don't win Major 2, you might not see me again. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I said on stream today, I was playing, and I said I'm genuinely stunned if they don't win Major 2. Like, I'm actually stunned if they don't win Major 2. They are very impressive. They are unbelievable at every game mode. Hydra looks unbelievable. Scrap looks unbelievable. They are the clear best control team in the game. They are the clear best control team in the game. There are other teams that are good at control, but none like LAT. And their weak game mode, S&D, they've fixed like in the snap of their fingers. They even look like they're like unbelievable at S&D. These guys are good at every mode. And teams that are good enough to win majors, tournaments, are good at every mode. I think they're the best team in the game in current form, and I'm genuinely going to be stunned if they don't win Major 2. I genuinely am going to be stunned.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's really not much to say about Thieves. They're the best team in the game right now. I mean, Hardpoint alone, with they're like 8-3 in the past 11 or something like that at this stage. I think they're probably like top 5 in every other statistical category for Hardpoint. I mean, even their S&D, which is probably their weakest game mode, they look great in it as well. Again, what Preston said about Hydra being the Hydra that we always know and love, he's playing at that level. When you have Scrap being in the top 5 KD with the only AR in the top 5 KD.
I think he's the only AR in the top 15. I don't know if it's it might be Slayer rating, not KD. But he's the only AR in the top 15 in Slayer rating.
Yeah, Jackal, right now.
He is absolutely disgusting, and I mean they're the best team in control without a doubt. So gotta get up to them. This is their major to win. If they don't win, there's gonna be a lot of questions around this team.
Oh my god, bro.
I I don't think a lot of questions, but
Yeah, I
there'll
mean,
definitely be some.
I think it's like more or less at this point, it's just what does the rematch versus FaZe look like for these guys? Because they clearly can beat everyone else pretty handily, it seems. So maybe the FaZe matchup is just, one that FaZe has the edge in. We'll have to kind of see if they play again, but they look like the best team. I mean, I have the team stats here pulled up. This is for Major 2 quals and Minor 2, so like this stage. They're number 1 in hardpoint win percentage. They're number 1 in SND win percentage, and they're number 1 in control win percentage. So LAT is the best in every single game mode this split so far, which is thick but kind of scary because like when they falter, people are going to be on their ass if they do, which hopefully they don't.
Lat have an 84% round win percentage, so you are fucking losing unless you do some godlike timing or something. But 84% round win percentage for them is crazy.
Listen, I said today that I'm not going to discredit FaZe in any manner. If there is one team that can beat current LAT, it is FaZe. It is FaZe. They are the one team in the league right now that can beat current LAT. I genuinely do not think any other team is capable of beating LAT at this major. FaZe are the one team. If FaZe can't do it, they will win the event. It's that simple. They will win the event. I don't think any other, unless there is some anomaly event like an LAG Vanguard Major 2 or an EG World War II chance where some team just catches unbelievable fire and look like second to none, they're going to win, barring FaZe beating them. That is it. It's at this point, it's one of those two teams. There are other teams that will look good, but they are far better than the rest right now. Genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, I have the records on screen. They're 8-3 in HP, 8-2 in SND, and 9-0 in control this split so far. I think they're 19-4 in control this season. They've only lost 4 controls all year, which is just, dude, I love to see it. But like we've seen, not many teams that go 7-0 end up actually winning the event. We've only seen it a couple times. So there's definitely a little bit of bad juju or maybe a little bit of bad mojo heading Thieves' way. But it's just great to see how good they look. And I agree with you. This is almost one of those majors that feels pretty obvious as to who's going to win. It's either Thieves or FaZe. And it feels like it's Thieves, but it's just the matchup. It's going to be how they play. Hydra's much better now, so I feel really confident about them in it. But, I mean, FaZe is FaZe, bro. Those guys are godlike. They're very godlike in their own right. I mean, they are the original super team. So that's a matchup that I actually think could be elite. If we get another best of 7 of that with the way Hydra's playing, oh my God, that might be an all-time series. I mean, the last one already was.
That's what scares me.
Honestly, their control looks so good right now. It kind of reminds me of that OpTic Texas Vanguard team. Like that first split before Major 1 where we were fucking godlike at control.
Yeah.
And then we won, and then we didn't win anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're not winning anything now. Oh God, depressed.
No, exactly what you just said is what scares me for FaZe. Genuinely. It was a game 7, round 11, when you, like, honestly, it might even be half the LAT team that it is now. No bullshit. No bullshit. It might have been half the LAT team that it is now. And it went game 7, round 11.
I mean, like,
and I think FaZe look worse in current form than they did at Major 1. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dude, Hydra Hydra this stage right now, minor and qualifiers included, has a 1.3 in SND. If I filter by Major 1, Minor 1, Major 1 qualifiers, he had a 1.78. He's almost doubled his KD. He is like 0.7x his KD in just from one stage to another. In Search and Destroy, which LAT obviously, I mean, that was the reason they lost to FaZe, right? Is they just could not take a search off these guys. So, oh my God, bro. I need to see it, man. We're gonna be there in person. I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved an LAT OpTic matchup in the finals so we could have had our banter in person and stuff, but and we'll get to OpTic. But man, this would be a dream come true. This would be an absolute dream come true. All right, we can move on. We can talk a little bit about let's talk about the Vegas Falcons real quick, because the Falcons had 2 series this weekend. They lost both of them, right? I mean, it is what it is, but they 6-1 the Toronto Ultra and an SND, and Ultra has been a top 2 search and destroy team statistically all year long. And they nearly won a hard point off the LAG, and they lost in round 11 versus LAG in that map too. The Falcons feel like they get closer, and then they just can't finish the job every single series. And it's just like, what even is there to say about this team? Like, do we think it's ever going to happen, or do we think like genuinely this 4 roster is just never going to win a series or even a hard point?
I don't think this team is going to win anything with the way they look right now. I think you have a better chance at Omit. Shout out Omit, by the way. Those are my guys.
Got to get a couple of those in every show.
Got to get a couple of them. But yeah, I think Omit has a better chance at winning a map or a series than the Falcons do. To be totally truthful with you, they're so ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, that might be valid. However, it did feel like they beat themselves that series. They honestly could have / should have been up 2-0 in that series versus LAG. They got 3-0'd, and the scorecard doesn't show that, but they very well should have been up 2-0 in that series. They choked the map 1 hardpoint, and then they proceeded to choke a 4-2 S&D lead, a 5-4 S&D lead, and lost around 11 in S&D. It could have been.
Dude,
it
so
could have been a
close.
2-0 Falcons lead in LAG series. So they're showing strides, and then as soon as they show strides, it's like it's all for nothing because they fucking lose anyways. So it's like they do enough to like reel you in, and they're like, oh my god, they can do it, and then they just don't fucking do it. So until they like actually make it happen and show that they have that finishing touch, the end game ice, it's just impossible to say that they can win from here. I mean, it just is.
Yeah, I think the thing for the Falcons too is like, realistically speaking, if they ever are able to get over that hump and get a victory on the board, it's only going to come against maybe 1 or 2 teams, right? Maybe LAG. Obviously, this is only LAG could get better, right? Or Miami, who's the other team I was going to mention, sometimes looks pretty bad online, or Boston looks pretty bad online. Like maybe those teams they could beat, but I mean, at the end of the day, those teams are just significantly better than them, especially in hardpoint. So it's kind of just like, who can they actually realistically ever beat? Because, I mean, even OpTic, with as bad as they look, they still couldn't beat them. They beat them in the control 3-0 pretty handily, but they still didn't beat OpTic. So it's like LAG, OpTic, Heretics, like it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to happen. If they're not beating them now, these other teams are only going to get better, especially if they make changes or just as they progress throughout the year. Because at the end of the day, these guys have, most of these teams have been pros previously. So I just feel like they're going to maybe fall farther and farther behind, because even if Falcons progress, at least in Respawn, they're going to probably progress slower than the other teams. So they got to get lucky. They got to get lucky, or maybe catch like a team that's already guaranteed winners bracket at an event, just like giving them a freebie win or something, because it's just not looking good.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately for them.
I mean, I think the only way they fix his roster is if they literally buy out FaZe
superstars
and like Nade. We will give you 10 million for scrap, 10 million for Hydra, and then whoever the fuck owns FaZe Esports or whatever, I don't know what it is. We will give you 10 million for Simp and 10 million for Abeezy.
Yeah, can you imagine? I don't think they're gonna do that.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's talk about FaZe. I'm saving OpTic for last. You already know. Let's talk about Atlanta FaZe. They had 2 matches this weekend. They won them both, right? 3-0 versus Rocker and 3-2, surprisingly, versus the Boston Breach. That's really the key one, right, to actually look at is Boston, who I think we've been pretty critical of, right? At least in recent weeks. In Major 1, we actually were like, okay, these guys look pretty good online. Then they were kind of shit at the LAN, and now here we are. Boston was able to push FaZe to a game 5, nearly round 11. And if it wasn't for the 45-minute delay after round 2 in game 5, when Cammy was on a 6 streak, had a Hellstorm missile, and they were up 2-0, who knows what happens in that series, right? That extra Hellstorm makes a big difference, at least for in one round, right, when he uses it. So what do we think about, I guess, about both of these teams in this series? I also specifically want to say shout out to Awakening, because he went positive in both the series this weekend, and their series were against LAT and FaZe, which are the 2 best teams in the game. So Awakening had a much better weekend, but Boston going game 5 with FaZe. I mean, what do we think? Because I think we all unanimously within 3 seconds agreed that it was going to be a 3-0 last week.
Yeah. I mean, first off, Jesus fucking Christ. Thank God Awakening went positive. That guy was terrible.
Oh, God.
Either way, FaZe pulled the plug at the facility. They just said we're shutting down power, and they iced Boston. That was pretty much it.
That's hilarious.
No, but I mean, I knew FaZe was going to win. I don't think there was ever a doubt in my mind. But Boston did look good. Again, it's just Boston's consistency. Are they going to keep doing it? Versus the other, Miami's, Carolina, Cloud9-ish teams. Because if clearly we can see that they can do it against FaZe, but are they going to keep doing it against the other teams? That's the biggest question. But again, I don't have a doubt in my mind that FaZe was going to win this series at the end of the day.
I think the thing that impressed me the most is you didn't get the best series out of Snoopy versus FaZe, and it still went the distance. I think that's what impressed me the most. Awakening did play much better, and even Cammy looked good. Purchase inconsistency scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, they scare me a bit. He had a solid series, but he's like just at some points of the map, you're like he's like 1-9, 2-11, and then he'll go on a 6th streak, bring it back, and then he'll die another. He's just a little up and down, which is okay. But that's really only okay if Snoopy is kind of, balancing out on the other end. And Snoopy kind of struggled against FaZe on Sunday, unfortunately. I think if Snoopy plays to Snoopy's levels this year, they probably win that series. Honestly, they might win that series comfortably, to be honest. But FaZe did what FaZe do, man. They win the unwinnable. As soon as you think they're done, they find a way to get it done. That's what they do. It's what they do best. They are never out of a series. They are never out of a map. And their mid-game, mid-series adjustments are second to none. These guys read the map like no other team, genuinely like no other team. And that's kudos to them. That's major kudos to them. I thought for sure that series was done as soon as they went up 2-0 in that map 5. I'm like, wow, Boston are actually going to get this done. And then I think FaZe won like a 2v4 in round 3, and I'm like, okay, well, there you go. It was like, actually, it was 3-0, and then they won a 2v4 in round 4 when it could have been 4-0 Boston, and I'm like, fuck, there you go. You gave them the pathway to get back into it.
On the watch party, we were like, all right, 6 straight out of FaZe, here we go. It wasn't 6 straight, but it was almost, because they ended up winning 6-4.
They gave them the pathway, and FaZe took it from there. But I will say, I did see people saying FaZe were testing their map pool. Cool. But if I'm not mistaken, I think I did see or hear a stat today saying that FaZe have 5 S&D map losses this split, and it is across every single S&D map in the pool. So how often can you test your map if you are losing S&D in every single map? It's not like a testing your pool at this point. It's just you need to work on your S&D.
Yeah, there's 3 and 5, and they've lost 1 of every map.
There you go. I thought I saw that. So, at what point is it really testing your maps? They're struggling at S&D, which, going back to the point I said earlier, scares me because that's how they won Major 1, was the S&Ds. So if you're struggling in S&D and that's how you won Major 1, good luck Major 2. That's my point there, because you got to beat LAT in 3 S&Ds, and I don't know if you're going to be able to do that shit. So good luck.
Yeah. FaZe has literally played Hasi twice, so that was the second time they played a Hasi SND. They're 0-2 on it now. So there obviously was some map pool testing in there, but listen, not to two LAT's horn. They also tested maps versus Boston, and they 3-0'd them. So maybe there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? But
way different series between those two teams. Way different.
I think it was the protocol HP
and gods.
Yeah, FaZe are not dog shit.
Yeah,
but
the
LAT
protocol HP,
different.
that was the 3rd time LATF played it. They vetoed protocol HP 17 times this season, LA Thieves, which is just insane, bro. And they vetoed protocol SND 13 times this season. So a lot of clearly some auto vetoes for a couple teams here, which is obviously never a good thing. Usually you can get away with it, especially if you're like the team in winners that maybe gets the veto advantage, but you don't want to have an auto veto, especially for the top teams. Yeah. All right. Let's what other team you want? Let's talk about this Ravens versus Cloud9 series, because you guys both went Cloud9 in this pick'em. I went Ravens, and well, if you know, the Ravens ended up taking the dub, and once again I come out on top. Cloud9 did, fight back and actually win that control. It was looking like it was going to be a 3-0 for a minute there. But they fought back. But Gwyn, a 1.46 plus 34, 12,500 damage series. You know, Gwinternet, as Preston likes to call him, was just absolutely on fire this series. But I mean, Tej and Slasher even had good series. Vivid had more kills than Slasher, even though he went negative. I fear the Ravens are just that team to beat in the middle of the pack. Like, I just think they are the clear-cut fourth best team, and if you can beat them, you will be top 4. If you cannot beat them, you will never be top 4. Like, they are like the bar. Like, they're like the team you have to beat to prove you're a top 4 team. And right now, I mean, other than like FaZe and LAT consistently, those teams have beaten them. And Surge probably would if they, you know, play each other. But I mean, what'd you think about this series? You obviously expected more at a C9, but I'm guessing you were impressed with the Ravens there, Preston, right?
I did. I watched that series. I was impressed with the Ravens. Here's what I'll say. Chat, if I hop on board these motherfuckers and they get shit on at this major, I will never speak another word about this team ever again. I swear to God. I swear to God. If they let me down, I'm going to be so pissed. No, they impressed me. It was 6-1 map count this past weekend, did they?
Did they? Yes, they 3-0'd LAG as well.
So, really good weekend. Out of Carolina.
Oh wait, that's C9 I'm looking at. Fuck. No, they only played one series.
Okay, so what did I see? They're 9-1 across their last 3 series or something like that.
I mean, yeah, they've been pretty. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they are 9 and they're 12-1 in their last series, not counting the. Actually, that is counting the minor. They're 9-1 in the last 3 series this qualifiers.
Okay, that's what I thought. I saw. Okay, I knew I saw something. I couldn't remember. Okay, so here's the thing. They look good. Mm-hmm. You'll hear me say they look good. If I hop on board this Ravens flock and these fuckers start to get shit on, I am going to be so pissed because I have said for weeks that I don't believe in this team. And the second I do, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to show exactly what I believed the whole time. But I'm on board. You guys have me. I will stop talking shit on the Ravens. They look good. Like Jake said, they are the clear top of the middle pack. They're not quite. They've been slammed by LAT every time they've played them, and besides them playing FaZe early in the year when FaZe looked clueless, I don't think they beat FaZe right now either. So they're not there yet. Okay, they're not at the top yet. But in terms of everyone else, they look good. I even might take them against Surge based on what we saw from Surge this past weekend. I wasn't too impressed with Surge this past weekend. But like I said, FaZe and LAT are in a league on their own. But I'll stop being harsh on them because they've showed me something. They've showed me to stop being harsh on them. But I already know.
What a guy! Look at it, chat. He turns into a FaZe fan, then he turns into a Carolina fan. I mean,
Ravens flock. Hashtag Ravens flock, chat. I need to pick my new team.
But I mean, yeah, I never really said Carolina didn't surprise me. I think they're a good team. Definitely that fourth best team in the game right now. And if you want to get to the top 4, you got to beat them. So they proved me wrong. I played Cloud9 because Cloud9 looked pretty good at the major, but Cloud9 are fucking dog shit, and I'm never picking them again. Noted. So yeah.
Yeah, I will say in regards to C9, which is part of the reason I wasn't sold on them at least beating Ravens, is like, obviously they've looked better, but looking at who they've played, they 3-0'd Ultra, which is obviously a great win. But they 3-0'd Falcons, they 3-0'd Boston, they 3-0'd LAG, and then they 3-2 Minnesota Rocker in the minor. Like, they haven't really beat a lot of like even the middle of the pack teams, right? Like Boston, LAG, Vegas, probably all bottom 4-ish teams, right? The 3 over Ultra is obviously really good, and even a 3-2 over Rocker is tippable. But I just feel like this C9 team, I just haven't seen them do it against the top of the top, and that's part of the reason. That's definitely one thing I want to see more out of them from. And they play FaZe this weekend, which obviously we're going to get into our pick'ems, and we'll see if anyone thinks they can take down FaZe. But that's kind of the thing for C9 is I just want to see them be able to do it against other teams that are in the tier we want to put them in, which is kind of like that B tier, I'd probably say. in the league right now.
W member Isaac. W member.
Hey, shout out Isaac.
Sub hype, chat. Sub hype.
Let's go. Appreciate you, man. I'm getting Taylor Swift Eras Tour ads on the side of the screen right now on Breaking Point. Let's go. Let's see. What else? Is there anyone else we should talk about here? Let's talk.
I have an idea.
Yeah, well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay. Chad, let's talk about OpTic, right?
This is your least favorite team, right?
Okay, let's talk about OpTic. Obviously, I wore the FaZe hoodie as a joke. I texted them before the show. I said, what would be funnier, me wearing a DK Metcalf Seahawks jersey or me wearing a FaZe hoodie? They said FaZe hoodie, so here I am. It's embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing. For those of you who didn't see, I made a rant video. It's about 2 minutes long. I posted it on Twitter. They are embarrassing. Here's my final thoughts on what I think that needs to happen / should happen / if it doesn't happen, they're probably gonna just fucking blow it up, genuinely. I tweeted today, I think that they should just stop playing this week. And people are calling me faded for that. Here's my argument for that, okay? Sometimes a mental reset is kind of like not all you need, but the first step in the right direction to fixing like a problem. The definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over again and expecting the result to be different. Right now, they are doing the same thing day in and day out, and the result is the exact same. And you could see it in their player cams. After every single map, after every single death, they're losing full. They have no energy. They are completely down on themselves. I watched Kenny in an S&D on protocol look at a guy for 9 seconds and not shoot a single bullet.
Oh my God,
and the second that he did, the guy ran top mid and stayed alive. Okay? They're playing with no confidence. None. They have zero energy. They are down on themselves. Okay? They are literally going through the insanity process. At this point, can it get any worse? The answer is no. Okay? Even if they get top 12, they haven't won a map in 5 series, chat, not counting the Falcons at the major. Okay? They haven't won a map in 5 consecutive series. Okay? And it's 21 maps. If you're not 21 total maps in a row, 0-21, if you're not considering the Falcons, and you're going back to Carolina at the major, okay? Something needs to change. So even if they don't scrim at all this entire week, even if they do scrim this entire week, they're not beating LAT. So they'll be 0-6, okay? Just being realistic, they're not beating LAT, they'll be 0-6. And then you play LAG. Even if you don't scrim, there's still like a chance that you could beat LAG because they're also dog shit. Okay, like they're genuinely also dog shit. They almost lost to the Falcons. Not really, but kinda. Okay? So they're bad. It doesn't hurt to just put the controller down, take a mental reset check. If you finish 0-7, who the fuck cares? At this point, everyone's expecting you to finish 0-7, 0-21 map count. Genuinely. I mean, everyone kind of is. So just do it. And then you just reset and go fucking hard for the major. Everyone's expectations are at the lowest they've ever been as an OpTic fan. Now, I'm speaking for myself, and I kind of usually am the more optimistic of the OpTic fans. Like, genuinely, it takes a very long time for me to reach the level at which I feel I'm going to crash out. For the first time, like, ever, I feel like I'm getting close. I feel like I'm getting close.
Crashing out, chat.
So we are expecting them to go 0-7, 0-21. I think they should just take a fucking week off. Genuinely, just take the week off. I don't give a shit. Who cares what happens next weekend? Come into the weekend, have fun playing your matches, and go into your home major, get your rings, and show some fucking energy. Do something. Just show like some positivity, show some energy. I don't want to see moping in player cams. I don't want to see the energy being down. I don't want them to I just want them to play with confidence. I want them to have fun. And I want them to do things that they used to do before 6 weeks ago. Like, I want the old team to progressively come back, bro. This is really, really embarrassing for an OpTic team. They just won champs, chat. They just won.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what he's saying about learning spawns. I think his whole point is just do something that isn't like having you play the game. Because even Scrap said on the stream I think yesterday or something, that if he was in OpTic shoes, he would just stop playing for like 3 days, just kind of reset. I think that's what he means. But my take, I mean, I sound like a fucking broken record. It is what it is at this point. We fucking suck. We're probably gonna go 0-7. We're not beating Thieves. It's that simple. And it's just, I mean, me and Preston have said pretty much everything that we can say. They either need to do some type of team change or do something else. They just gotta have like a full fucking reset moment of, all right, we're gonna go into losers already, enter our major. Let's try to figure something else out, and just kind of reset for major 3 at this point. Because truthfully, the way they're playing right now, even with Shotzi saying that they're going 3 and or having a map count of 3 and 4 versus FaZe and Lat and scrims, it's not translating to matches, and it just is what it is at this point. Why? I have no fucking idea. That's a question for them. But it just doesn't make any sense why we can't translate it to matches because I think that was the same issue with FaZe at the beginning. Simp, after they beat Miami, was saying that their scrims weren't translating to matches, and they just didn't understand why. And I don't know if it's the same issue with OpTic or what the fuck the problem is, but my God, we just look lost on the map. I don't even know what to say about the team anymore. It's just loss after loss after loss. I go on the watch party, they're getting fucking slammed no matter what. I literally tuned in to the Ultra game. I was playing. I was like, let me see how they're doing. It was like two something to like 66. I immediately clicked off. I just said, you know what? I'm done with this shit. But yeah, I just don't know what it is already with this team. They just gotta figure something out. Whether that's a team change, whether that's a role swap, whether that's bringing in an extra coach. I know some people were saying, or I think Jake said it on the stream, that they need to bring in a coach or someone who knows how to play the game. If they don't know spawns and all the shit that Parasite was saying is true. Whatever the fuck the case needs to be, Hex needs to be on the phone with somebody and say, "Yo, get over here, teach these boys something, and let's get back on track." Because at this point, it's like I said, we're probably gonna go 0-7. We're definitely losing to Thieves. We're probably gonna lose to Gorillas. I mean, they're dog shit. We're dog shit. We're probably a little bit more dog shit right now, but it just is what it is. It's just gonna suck for all the fans at the major because they're probably gonna get rounded and the venue's gonna be empty as fuck. So it is what it is.
I'll be there all 4 days.
Hell yeah. In a no-mid
We'll
jersey.
be there.
In a no-mid jersey.
Shout out to Omid, those are my guys.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I've seen it a lot in the timeline. I've heard other people say it. I genuinely feel bad for OpTic and for the fans. I mean, listen, the players, what's happening to them is obviously of their own fault. Whether it's they're not good at the game, they don't understand the game, they're not practicing enough, they're practicing too much, whatever side you want to pretend or you want to, guess that you think the problem is, whatever you want to guess the problem is, who really cares? Something's obviously not going right for them, but I still do feel bad because for players of this caliber, you almost never expect to see this. I mean, even for a top 10 team, you don't expect them to go this long without winning a map because Vegas barely count, right? So I feel for them, man. I really do think, like Alex just said, they need an outside perspective on how to play the game. Whether that is signing a new coach, another coach full-time, or making a roster change and bringing in someone that has a good mind for BO6, or if it's just bringing in someone for a one-time consultation, I actually think it could make a big difference because sometimes you just need to hear something again, or you just need it explained to you a different way, and it'll finally click.
That's what happened with accuracy when our SMU shit right before we went to champs. I know it's all speculation, yada yada yada, but it happened. They were in a call clearly with accuracy. I'm pretty sure it was talking about our shit S&D, and our S&D looked decent at champs, and we won. So maybe that is what we need. Who knows?
It just can't hurt, right? Because what's the worst that happens is you have someone come in, spend like a couple hours with the team, and just kind of talk about some things, and then they're like, "All right, like this isn't good. I don't know what this guy's talking about," or something like that. Like, you might as well just try it because at this point, it's like The team has been together again for what? However long Pred's been back, a month and a half. They've obviously had the same two coaches. So the core six has been together again for an extended period of time now. And they have not shown pretty much any signs of improvement. Like very, very little signs of improvement. Maybe a little bit here and there, like the red card versus Miami, even though that map was absolutely abysmal, they were at least getting a lot of trades, it felt like, which is part of the reason people weren't getting in the hill. But like, maybe you just need, like, when that same group of people has been together in a call every single day for 8 hours a day for the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks, you're not generating any new ideas. Like, nothing new is coming in. You just need an outside source to just tell you how they think the game should be played, or how, I mean, I'm thinking of a guy like Tyler Fellow. He's not even necessarily saying they have to pick him up and like replace Kenny with him. Like, just a guy who has known how to play COD for a very long time, who has made teams better. Maybe he's not the most mechanically skilled player himself, but clearly knows how to play the game, right? I would say Lamar, but obviously he's on C9. He's not going to come help the competition. I just don't think it could hurt to at least try. Maybe they have tried it, right? Because, I mean, I don't know. I don't got any inside info. I know the same amount of shit as everybody in chat, I'm guessing. So they got to figure something out. I'm sure Alex knows. Alex is probably in the call with them earlier today.
Alex has content. Alex knows everyone.
He does. He does.
It's fucking cat.
Nah, but they, I mean, they need to do something. And there is the two sides of like what Preston said or what Scrap said of like take some time off the game. Shotzi said on stream last night, he thinks they're not thinking about the game enough. Like, people have been saying, oh, they're overthinking it. They just got to go play the game, have fun. He says he doesn't think they're thinking about it enough and that people need to trust the process. I saw people crashing out. He keeps saying trust the process. People are losing their minds over that.
Honestly, this deservedly so, because they've been saying trust the process for like what? 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah. I get the trust the process. You do have to trust the process, but trusting the process is like losing 1-3, 2-3, progressively showing like, you know, you're getting better.
No,
not winning a match.
You're letting Joe DeCease break KD records against you in 3 maps.
Yeah, brother, come on.
Insight looked like fucking IW formal on Sunday.
He did.
Like,
bro. The 3 pieces that he was putting together were insane. Shout out to Insight. It's just like, I mean, I had the standings up right now for the major. I mean, we know their map count, right? They're in last place. They could very well actually end as the 12 seed, right? I mean, Vegas is going to lose. So even if Vegas gets 3-0'd, OpTic has to win 3 maps to tie them. And then I don't even know what the tiebreaker comes down to after that. So OpTic's got to win 3 maps this weekend, basically, to not get dead last, or 4 maps to definitely not get dead last. And I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, maybe they beat LAG. Who knows, right? Maybe they beat LAG, but they genuinely might be the 12th seed heading into their home major where they're about to get their rings. Which brings me into a side question. Obviously, it's all correlated that I wanted to ask you guys, because it's been on Twitter. We talked about it a little bit before we even technically started the show. There has been people saying they are going to boo OpTic at the major during the ring ceremony. Like, OpTic fans are going to boo. I mean, OpTic fans have said they're selling their tickets. They're not going. They're going to boo the team. And I have my take at it, and I've talked about it a little bit, but I want to open the floor to you guys as, obviously, the resident OpTic fans and very big OpTic fans, so much so that one of them is called OpTic Texas Burner. What do you think about people saying that? Like, that they're going to boo OpTic at the home major during the ring ceremony because of how ass they are?
You know, it's stupid to me. Yes, we fucking suck right now. We look like absolute dog shit. But we won a ring last year. Like, it's not because we're like hold on. Let me get my words out, because I seen that shit too. That shit.
He's gonna crash out.
No, I'm far from crashing out right now. I've seen World War II OpTic. I think I'm fine. But it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, sure, we suck right now. You're upset about it. Sell your tickets, whatever the case may be. But this team just won champs last year. Like, they deserve their flowers at some point. Obviously, the CDL isn't going to do it for them. So OpTic as an organization has to step up and do it for their own players. And it's like, you have to get behind your team's back. Because, again, they just won champs last year. Yes, we suck right now, but that's not what we're celebrating. We're not celebrating, oh, we're winning a ring this year, or we suck right now. We're celebrating the fact that we won a champs last year after 7 fucking years. So we need to get behind our team. And if that's not what what your vibe is, just because you fuck it, because we suck right now, then it is what it is. You're a bitch. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
All right. Here's my take. If you boo during the ring ceremony, you're pathetic. Here's my take. That ring ceremony signifies one thing and one thing only. The fact that they were the best team last year. To end the season last year, they were the best team. Okay? The second they take the stage to play their series on Friday, feel free to boo as loud as you want because they are currently ass. Okay? But that ring ceremony signifies the fact that they were the best at the end of last season. You can at least let them have that. All right? Feel free to dig in as much as you want the second that shit's over. Okay? But they were the best to end the last match, to end the last year, and that's what that ring ceremony signifies. That's it. Those rings mean they were the best last season. Let them have that, and then dig into them. That's when you can become a real fan and dig the hell into them because they deserve it. They look like shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I gave my take in a video I just posted a couple hours ago, so if you want to hear a full extension, you can go watch that. But to me, if you're going to boo them during their match when they play on Friday, right? Like, I'm personally just not someone that's going to boo my favorite team. Like, I'm that's not that type of fan. I don't think that's the right way to approach fandom. But if that's what you want to do, you're entitled to that. If you want to boo them when they're playing their first match in losers bracket because they're dog shit, go for it. But the ring ceremony has absolutely nothing to do with what's happening in Black Ops 6. It is celebrating winning a ring and getting the world championship last year. This team, this OpTic team could not win a single map the rest of the season. It does not take away from what they did in Modern Warfare 3. That's my approach to it, and I think that should be the approach for everybody. Like, it just does not matter. Yes, they're ass now. They were not ass last year. They were the best team last year. Some people might say FaZe are better. I'm not really going to argue it. OpTic won champs. That's really all that matters. It's just stupid. It's just stupid to me to try and to boo a team celebrating what happened last year. You're going to boo them during the match, fine, but that's just my approach on the situation because, I don't know, it seems kind of stupid, personally.
I'm not booing them ever, but
yeah.
Feel free to during the match. If you do it during the ring ceremony, you got problems. You got problems.
Yeah, it's just like, also, what is it even, like, what are you accomplishing?
Exactly.
Like, thanks for, to me, it's like, OpTic fans went through 7 years after winning the first ring of not getting a ring, or 6 years, 6 and whatever, so you know what I mean? They went through 7 years of not getting a ring, right? Every year falling short, bunch of third places, bunch of T6, and it's like, damn, we just want to win a ring. You finally get the ring, and you're telling me 8 months later you don't give a fuck about that ring anymore because they're bad right now? And also, it's another thing to note, they're bad this stage. They were at least decent stage 1, and so they were decent stage 1, they were bad stage 2. They might be good stage 3. They might be good stage 4. They could be asked the rest of the year. They could win champs. They could go top 8 at champs. They could not qualify for champs. We don't know what's going to happen, right? It is so up in the air that it's just like, we're just going to say, nah, fuck you guys. I don't care about the ring and everything you did last year for the org. It doesn't matter. Like, you want to win at the end of the day. So when they finally win, you're not going to care anymore. Like, the recency bias is crazy, bro. The recency bias is crazy.
I sat in the front row last
year.
year.
I'm still happy that LAT won Vanguard champs. I don't care what happened any years after that. Like, I'm still excited about that.
I sat in the front row champs last year and watched them hoist up a trophy in front of me that signifies a 7-year drought for winning champs. I don't give a fuck what the hell happens. Do I want them to win? Yes. And am I going to be pissed because they suck? Yes, they suck. But no matter how bad they are, nothing that can happen in the near future, far away future, can take that moment that I soaked up for the 10 minutes away from me. That is forever engraved in my OpTic fandom, in my life, in my memories. I'm never going to forget that moment. That's what that ring ceremony, it's going to be a callback, a flashback to that moment. Just let them have the ring ceremony, genuinely.
Yeah. And like Rod says in chat, you can't protect them from not being booed when they're 0-15. First of all, we can't protect them at all. Like, first of all, they don't need protection. They're grown men.
Don't do it.
They're grown men. Second of all, we can't stop 8,000 people from booing if they want to boo. It just does not make any sense. When you actually look at it, if you put your hatred or your love or whatever you think about OpTic to the side, it does not make any sense to boo a team for winning last season because they're not good this season. It just doesn't make any sense. It actually objectively, logically makes zero sense to do that. Now, like I said, boo them during their match, right? If they're going up against, you know, fucking Cloud9 and losers round 1 and they're getting clapped, boo them, bro. Boo them. Who cares? Like, you know, at that point, if you want to boo them, boo them. But it doesn't matter, bro. Last year is last year. It's already over. And the ring ceremony has nothing to do with Black Ops 6. They didn't win the ring in Black Ops 6, so you know what I'm saying? I guess
nobody
we'll see what
has
happens.
chat.
Exactly.
We never know. Vegas Falcons might turn into the Terminators. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But yeah, it's just definitely an interesting thing to see going around the timeline right now with people saying that type of stuff. So I just definitely wanted to get your guys' take on it, and obviously chat's take on it.
I think X said in core today, we were chilling. I was playing with my boy. And X came in and said, am I fated to think that one match in front of the home series could be enough to maybe have them get a couple wins, go on a little run, string some wins together? I said, honestly, if there's ever a time for them to get more momentum, it's in front of the home crowd. Do I think that's going to happen? I'm going to hold my breath on that one. But if there's ever a time for it to happen, it is in front of the home crowd. So we shall see what happens, chat. We shall see.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't think they know what they're doing on the map.
That's why I said I'm gonna hold my breath.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on the map. I don't think the crowd's fixing that. But I'm sure, you know, maybe they'll feel a little extra confidence or something. Who knows? But yeah, no, it did also answer Joe Blow in chat. I wish OpTic was paying us to defend them, brother. We could use the bag. You know what I'm saying? We could use the bag.
They're paying me.
Yeah, but listen, they're not paying me. I'm a Thieves fan. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah, they're paying me the bag.
That is true.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. That also, I guess, just to kind of talk about this other topic that has also been a topic of conversation. I keep using the word topic, but switch the scene. People are talking about OpTic potentially not qualifying for champs, right? They're currently the 8th seed, 85 points. They're 15 ahead of 9. They're 5 behind 7. People think there's a chance OpTic doesn't make champs, right? And I mean, obviously, that's if anyone who's in the 8th seed could potentially not make champs, but we're not halfway through the year yet, right? Technically, after this major, we'll be halfway through the season. We're actually, you know, there's no minors, so like that takes away from the points, and there's also only 5 qualifiers in Major 4 or Major 3 and Major 4 instead of 7. So there is kind of less matches. So maybe we're about halfway through the year, whatever you want to say. But what do you guys think about that? Like people saying OpTic might not make champs.
Yeah, they're qualifying for champs. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to even defend myself on that. They're going to qualify for champs.
I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, if they're playing dogs right now, so that's a possibility. And I mean, it's certainly a conversation, but I still think I have more faith in OpTic making champs than 1, 2, 3 teams above them right now. So
I hear you. I hear you.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it, right, is like, let's say they get top 12 at the major. They don't get any more points. They're at 85, right? Obviously, LAT, FaZe, Ravens, Ultra, I think are all guaranteed, especially with the points they have now. With the way Surge look, I'd say they're guaranteed. So top 5 for sure. Miami, we have to see how they continue to look. Rocker, have to see how they look. Boston, C9, LAG, and Vegas are probably not really much in the conversation. Maybe LAG if they turn up. But like, OpTic's not going to go winless the rest of the season. Like Shotzi will like leave the team before he does not win a map for like another month straight. Like Dashy will retire before that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like they make a change or two and they start, let's say, winning half of their matches. Like they're going to make champs at that point, right? You also got to look, they're 15 points behind being the 5th seed right now. So they're one, LAN win or a couple online qual wins away from being number 5 in the seeding, right? That's also assuming other teams don't also gain points like Surge in Miami, but you kind of get what I'm saying. People who are saying OpTic aren't going to make champs right now are just assuming they're going to keep this team and go 0 map wins the rest of the year. That's insane. That would be insane for any, other than, even for Vegas, that's insane to think they wouldn't win a map the rest of the season, because I bet you they do. Matches are different stories, but like, I think they'll be all right. They might be fighting for it more than you would want or expect, right? Because this has been an unprecedented bad run for them. I mean, this is absolutely abysmal. But at the end of the day, like, you make one change, maybe it reignites a little honeymoon period. Shotzi remembers or Dash remembers how to play, Shots remembers how to play a little bit, and here you go. But I don't know. What does chat think, man? Do you guys think OpTic's cooked? Are they not making champs?
Just wait till they finish second at the major, chat. Then come talk to me.
Yeah, chat. Now he's smoking the good stuff, chat.
Then come talk to me, chat. When they finish second at the major, come talk to me.
Now he's smoking the good stuff.
Second at major 2, first at major 3, first at major 4. I mean,
repeat last year. You know what I'm saying? We'll get T12 major 4 and win champs again. You know, fuck it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, we'll see what OpTic does, right? They got a couple matches this weekend, which I mean, we're gonna get into pick'ems here in a sec, and it's looking like they're gonna be starting in. Well, they're definitely starting in losers. They might.
I hear you, big box.
Starting last. They finished second. I'm chopping my balls off. I mean, I'll join you on that one, big box. We can do it together.
Where the fuck does it say that?
In chat.
That's hilarious.
You gotta go to live chat. Go.
I'm here. Oh wait, I see it. Wait, bro, they're going winless. Chat. I don't see the new one though. I see the balls.
That's
getting chopped off.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. But let's talk about pick'ems.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Chat, I'm good. Listen, chat. As a newly found FaZe fan, I am now going perfect in pick'ems for the rest of the season. You hear it here first.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear FaZe fans. Listen, chat. I'm on a generational hater heater right now as OpTic's absolutely dog shit. I'm jinxing every other fucking team that I want to be down. I am jinxing fucking everyone. Everyone I want to lose, I'm picking them in every series. I'm literally picking them in every series.
Listen, if you want to be a true FaZe fan, all you got to do is just talk about how ass OpTic are whenever anyone talks about anything else, and you'll be fine.
Oh my god, dude.
That's the number one. That's the number one FaZe fan talking point is okay. Yeah, but OpTic are ass.
I was talking about how LAT might should just beat FaZe at Major 2, and they're like, yeah, but OpTic's ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shot spiteful.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Nah, it is funny. It is funny how I feel like in COD, people dislike other teams more than they like their own team. Maybe that's a thing in everything, but like that level of fandom never made any sense to me. To dislike other teams more than like your own team, that shit makes no sense.
Oh shit. I was like, hello.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. This weekend, we got some good matches, and the first match of the weekend is an absolute fucking banger. It's Vancouver Surge versus the Toronto Ultra. Like we talked about earlier, Surge 3-0'd Ultra a couple weeks ago in the minor. Ultra do look a bit better now, I will say. They do look a bit better. I mean, their 2 wins this weekend were OpTic and Vegas, so 2 worst teams in the league. I can't believe that sentence is coming out of my mouth. OpTic and Vegas, the 2 worst teams in the league. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Because this one actually... This could be one. This is one we're gonna have differences on. I'd have to bet. I don't think we're going 3 for 3 here.
I'm gonna let y'all go first because I always go first.
That's fair. I'll go first. I'm gonna go Ultra in a game 5. I think Ultra's S&D is good enough to win both of them in this series. It would not surprise me if this is an Ultra Neslo series. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Ultra win 2-3-5 here, I would not be stunned. I think I like Surge in the hard points a little bit more, but. Ultra look good at control. Now, if Surge ban Vault, maybe it gets a little bit, more scary, that map 3, because, Ultra love Vault. But I'm going to go Ultra with a nice little Neslo to start the weekend off.
Man, I was actually going to go Ultra. But now I feel like I'm making it too easy for Alex to go with Surge. Because I don't know. I just feel like this Ultra I feel like Kleenex is getting is back to himself. I think Insight's been much better recently. I think Joe Deceives looks like he could be one of the best players in the game right now. That's my guy.
He does.
Dude, honestly, I mean, Surge did just 3-0 them. Like, it was not close. Like, they did kind of put the belt to ass. BTA, shout out Tyler Fellow. I'm going to stick with my gut, bro. I'm going Ultra 3-2. I don't know what Alex is going to do, but I'm going to stick with my gut and go with Toronto.
I'll go Vancouver 3-2.
He'll take that point.
I'll take that point if I can. Nah.
Yeah, this one I actually think is going to be a much better series than the last time they played. All right, let's move on. Next up, we got OpTic Texas versus LA Thieves. Who's going to be on the watch party with me? Anybody?
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Oh, shit. All right, we're going to have a full watch party for that one.
Look. I'm calling it out. I'll go first for this one. LAT 3-0 DoorDash. I'm going to order food the second this match starts,
Oh
and
no,
I'm going to see how long it takes to get here.
that's criminal.
Chad, I'm going
actually.
OpTic.
Mm.
Chad, I'm going LAT 3-0.
Yeah.
I'm going perfect to pick them this week. I'm not doing this shit anymore. These motherfuckers have been 0-5 for me in my last 5 times I've picked them. I'm not picking them until they win a fucking series again. I'm going LAT 3-0.
Yeah, I'm also going LAT 3-0. Bro, I just got this weird feeling OpTic's going to like win one map and everyone's going to be like, holy shit, LAT or dog shit. FaZe are going to run away with the rest of the season. I already can see the tweets right now that somehow it's going to happen. It's definitely not going to be controlled. Nah, I got LAT 3-0. Somehow 18% of the votes, almost 19, have OpTic in this one, which is interesting. So,
oh, random with 5.
Random.
Oh, Random, my guy. Appreciate you. Let me see some W sub hype in the chat. If you got gifted, you better say thank you. Fucking go, Random.
Yo, chat. Who's trying to match? Any matches?
Any matches?
Any matches and chairs?
Let's fucking go, Random. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, and then last match of Friday is Miami versus the Ravens. And the last time these teams played each other, it was a 3-1 Miami, and then previously it was 3-2 Ravens. So they've actually split series against each other this year so far. But with that being said, I'm gonna go Ravens 3-1. I just think the Birds are a bit better than Miami. Miami's one of those teams that, like, I don't know, sometimes they look really good, like Rencore and Real look godlike together, and then other times they just look kind of mid. And I don't know. So I mean, listen, I said Ravens are the 4th best team. I don't think Miami even close to that at this point, so I'm going Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens 3-1. Gwyn Turnet is going to go off again.
Yeah, I'm going to match. I'm also going to go Ravens 3-1.
W. All right. Clean sweep over there. Then we go
to my hater heater.
Then we go to Saturday with, honestly, I mean, a burger bowl, but like a tough matchup to choose, bro. Boston Breach versus Miami Heretics. This one is genuinely kind of hard to pick. They've played each other once this year, and it was 3-2 Boston Breach. But both of these teams kind of look right? I would say. Obviously, Miami was significantly better at Major 1, but that was a long time ago at this point. What do we think, bro? This one feels like a coin flip. So what are you guys going with?
I'll go first. I'm going to go 3-2 Boston.
Oh.
Awakening's playing better. I was a little impressed with them this weekend. I mean, they did kind of get slammed by LAT, but they bounced back and looked much better versus FaZe. And FaZe is a better team than Miami. So if we get the same Boston that we got on Sunday this upcoming weekend versus Miami, they should win this series. I'll go Boston in the game 5.
Yeah, I'll go Miami game 5, 3-2.
Okay. Yeah, dude. This is just one of those where I wasn't sure. I was going to say the same thing as Preston, is like Awakening definitely looked better. I think I'm going to go Miami 3-2. I'm going to match Alex on this one. I think at the end of the day, I feel like VO6 comes down to the subs, and Snoopy and Purge were kind of not good this past weekend, even though Snoopy's been good most of the year. And Real, I think, has just been Real for a lot of the season. So I'm more or less banking on the Real diff on this series, and I'm going to give it to them in a 3-2. Then we get to Minnesota Rocker versus the LA Thieves. Last time these teams played each other was 3-1 LAT. I'm going to go LAT 3-0, and I'm going to use a double points boost on this one because I have those, and I might as well use one. Listen, maybe Rocker steal a map. I mean, they're a competent team, obviously. But I just think LAT, I mean, bro, I kind of want us to drop a couple maps this weekend because if they go 6-0, they will be 21-1 map count going into the major. And that, I just feel like that's bad juju, bro. Like, that's just like too good.
That's got to be the best of all time, right?
Bro,
that's got to be the best.
The only loss would be the fucking Falcons, bro, in SND because they trolled the skyline.
That's got to 21-1 genuinely has to be the best of all time, right?
So
like,
I kind of hope they drop. I kind of hope they drop 1 or maybe 2 across this weekend. But I mean, I'm gonna go 3-0 with the Pick'ems because they're my guys and I think they're godlike.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3-0. And I'm also double pointed.
I'm also double pointing.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, dude, please, bro, please. I do want to see it though, because that would be pretty historic. All right, then we get a battle of the birds, the Carolina Royal Ravens versus the Vegas Falcons. We got 3.5% of people voting for Vegas. I mean, Preston, those are your guys. Those are your guys over there for the birds.
They're in the OpTic boat for me right now. I'm not picking these guys until they show me something ever again. So
Optic and Vegas are the reason you're like 9 back from the lead in our pick'ems right now.
No, honestly, no shit. I'm going Ravens 3-0. Going
Same.
Ravens 3-0.
And I'm putting my double point on it. Fuck it.
How many double points do I have? I still have one more. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm going to use it,
I think
bro.
it's 2 every major.
I'm going to use it because I think, if anything, Ravens match up good against them because the Ravens are also a really good SND team. So I'm going to go with Alex. I'm having back-to-back double points. And then technically we got another double points as the last one to end the day. What happened?
No, I was just saying like, oh, fuck. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's just getting excited. You got me worried for a second. We got Atlanta FaZe versus LAG. This is actually the first time these teams have played each other this year, by the way, according to the website. 3-0?
3-0 FaZe.
Yeah, I'm going 3-0 FaZe as well.
I'm going 3-0 FaZe.
Both of your guys, Preston. Really your guys.
FaZe up, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because we all have a game 5 banger first series, and then we all have 3-0 sweeps the rest of the day. So
wait, I had a question. Was this weekend the quickest weekend of matches? I feel like there was a lot of 3-0s.
I mean, this past weekend there was literally 3-0, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1, 3-0, 3-2. So yeah, it was definitely pretty quick. We only had one game 5, and it was the last series.
Christ.
It's definitely pretty quick.
That hand F up. Please fuck up, Abby. Please fuck up.
All right, let's move on to Sunday, man.
X with $5 super chat. That's what's up. That's
my guy X. Appreciate you, X. Let's go.
Wasn't able to gift, so he gave a $5 super chat.
That's a nice guy right there. We love that, X. Thank you.
I hear you.
OpTic top 4 major 2. I'm coping in parentheses.
Oh, he's definitely coping. But listen, nothing wrong with a little cope. Good, Tuzon.
I'm taking Gorillas 3-0.
Oh, you're not giving OpTic a map versus LAG?
Fuck, not right now. Not the way they're looking.
I'm also.
Okay, I'll give him one. I'll give him one. I'll go 3-1. I'll go 3-1. But I can see.
I'm going Gorillas. I was thinking about like, do I give OpTic a map? And I'm trying to think about it, right? Because like, Hardpoint OpTic just don't look like they're really gonna win one. S&D is one of those modes that like maybe, but Gorillas have been okay at search recently. I feel like they've been okay, and then I'm just gonna.
Chat, do I do it?
I'm just gonna go. I'm just going 3-0 LAG.
I just said I'm not picking until they win again, but like now, part of me really wants to pick them. They both won LAG.
I'm just going LAG 3-0, bro.
I'm down 8. Is it worth it, chat? You can pick for me. Is it worth it?
You're down 9.
I'm down 9.
Yes, OpTic 3-2. Do it, Preston. Do it. That's all X. 3-2 LAG. Isaac said OpTic 3-1.
Chat, I'm going 3-2 OpTic.
Oh my god. He literally just said like what 5 minutes ago he wasn't picking him again.
I'm going 3-2 OpTic. I mean, it's LAG, bro. They're practically like a step or 2 higher than Falcons. Like they could do this shit.
But LAG did just 3-0 Falcons.
Yeah, but barely.
And OpTic 3-1 Falcons. They lost the control 3-0.
Yeah. I'm going 3-2 OpTic.
I mean, listen, I tip the fandom, bro. I do. I tip it.
I prefer my pick'ems.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it doesn't change if I'm a fan whether I pick them or not. Last year, I picked against LAT a bunch.
You did.
But also, last year, LAT was... I mean, they're better than OpTic is right now, I guess. So, you know what I'm saying. All right, let's keep it going. We got a double points matchup here out of SCUMP. We got a lot of double points with the extra ones we used. Surge versus the Minnesota Rocker. Last time they played each other, Rocker won 3-1, but I think that was before Neptune.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I'm going to go Surge 3-1. I'm going to give Rocker a map because I think they're still a decent team.
I hear you.
But yeah, I'm going Surge.
Yeah, I'm matching that as well. 3-1. Surge.
I'm going to go Surge 3-2 just because Rocker have like a kink for going 5. So,
I don't know. Paul's still on their team, so
that's true. But it wouldn't shock me if like Surge
go up.
If like Surge go up 2-0 and then Ravens send it to 5 and then just get fucking mopped in the map 5. I don't know. Rocker is such a weird team right now. They're such a weird team. I'm gonna go 3-2 Surge.
All right, last matchup. We got Atlanta FaZe versus Cloud9 New York. Last time they played each other was January 26th, and it was a 3-2. And this was before Sid and Attach started shooting their guns.
I'm going 3-0 FaZe.
It was a 3-2. It was a 3-2 phase or C9.
3-2 phase. But this is before Sim and Attach start shooting their guns. So do you think C9 can do it this time with them being better this time?
Oh fuck no! They just lost to Ravens 3-0.
Boston just won game 5 with FaZe though.
I'm just gonna repeat that. I guess I'm gonna get 3-2 C9. Sorry, 3-2 phase. A repeat of the first time they met.
Yeah,
they met.
I'm going 3-1 phase. Listen, maybe C9. I mean, it's last match of the. I'm having a stroke, bro. It's last match of the qualifiers. FaZe is probably. I mean, they're guaranteed winners, right? I don't know where C9 is going to be at this point. They're definitely going to be winners, but this could be a big match for C9 to potentially win to maybe get a better round 1 matchup. So maybe C9 comes out with a little bit of extra motivation. I don't know exactly what the seeding, scenarios look like, but could just be something to think about. Although I still think FaZe get it done 3-1. Let me save my picks. But yeah, chat, those are the pick'ems, man. Those are the pick'ems. You guys got any upsets? Let us know in the chat. You have any teams on the board right here getting an upset this weekend?
I have OpTic over LAG. That's got to count, right?
I mean, that's an upset. Yeah, that's an upset.
I got one.
Insane as that sounds, that is in fact an upset.
Probably would Surge over Toronto be considered an upset?
Yes.
Surge over Toronto? No, I'd say Ultra over Surge is an upset.
Yes, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I think Surge is probably the favorites in that one.
Okay.
I wonder what the betting odds will look like for that when those lines come out. But I mean, that one's definitely pretty close-ish, right? I would imagine. My chat is catching up. So we'll kind of see. Rocker over LAT. Heard. Okay. I mean, that's a hot take for sure.
Heard.
C9 over FaZe. Yeah.
Yeah, I have OpTic over LAT.
Listen, bro. It would just be so like, of course, right? Like,
It'd
it'll
so
be a game.
LAT
Would it be
coded.
like a game 5 round 11? Like Kenny's gonna do another clutch, and it's just like obviously that's what would happen. Maybe it's for the better, bro. Maybe it get LAT don't need that 7-0 bad juju going into major.
Listen, this could work for both of us, right? You don't need the 21-1 map count major. We need a series win. Just sacrifice one
Dude,
series.
and listen, someone said that they think LAT will give OpTic this win because of friendship cheese. It's like Scrap his boys would draw or Dashi and like
that's not fucking happening, but friendship cheese the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen, chat. If LAT lose to OpTic, just know it was friendship cheese. It was not because LAT are ass.
Heard you.
Shit.
But yeah,
series win, we need a map win. I hear you. Good comms. We do.
I also wanted to bring up this post I saw on the Reddit. This is actually from Swag. I don't know if Swag is still in the chat, but I saw him in here earlier. This is a post. Let me switch screen. Comparing Shotzzy, Simp, and Scump's KDs in the grand finals. So this was basically the top 3 KDs for SMGs and grand finals, minimum 10 appearances. So there was actually a comment right under this that said Hydra's made 9 and his KD is like a 1.09 or so. He's like just under Scump. But I mean, these are the numbers, right, of the 3 of the best SMGs of all time in the grand finals. Scump is him, bro. I mean, listen, Scump is him.
Hey, I got caught. I have a bunch of FaZe fans in my DMs right now because FaZe posted the greatest duo in Call of Duty history with Simp and Busy, and I commented T2P. And all I'm going to say, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, I mean, Seth is different, bro. Someone had whose list had him at 5?
I think it was Nameless.
That? Yeah, Nameless is off the papaya. Nameless is off the papaya.
Yeah,
that list was fucking faded. I mean, wow, holy shit.
They won 1 ring, Nick, and then FaZe has 2. Congrats, but look at your shit numbers.
Damn. No, I mean, listen, it's like
2. What's that? 3? No, 2.
Scump hook dash.
Gold medals.
Oh my god.
1 for formal. I mean, sure, we could talk about numbers. Yeah, shit numbers. 46.2 win percentage.
I mean,
46.8.
Listen, at the end of the day, Simp and Scump are the 2 best SMGs of all time. Like, they are, without a doubt, the 2 best SMGs of all time. If you have Simp 1, Scump 2, Scump 1, Simp 2, ultimately, I don't think either one's crazy. It just depends what you value and things like that and how you weigh the new age versus maybe back in the day. But bro, look at Scump's numbers, bro. 72% of the finals, and you can't even use like, oh, there's more events. If you just look at the percentages, bro, he won 72% of his finals, bro. 72%.
Undeniable.
And he won 61% of the maps in those finals. Like, that shit is just godlike. It is just absolutely godlike. And he had 1.09 KD across a much larger sample size, which is pretty insane. Right? Like, Hydra, like I said, is sitting at just below Scump, I think, like a 0.00 something decimal below him. But obviously, that's in 9 grand finals compared to 43. So I don't know.
Farmers and dads is insane out of Abby. That is fucking criminal. I mean, wow, we are not disrespecting one of the greatest of all time. Playing farmers and dads.
I mean, that's just how it's gonna go, bro. They were saying Michael Jordan was playing farmers. 10 years from now, they'll be playing LeBron, and LeBron and Steph are playing farmers. It's just how it's gonna go. As the years progress, the older generation played farmers and plumbers. That's just what happens.
X, you might be right.
But nah, I just thought
why
this was a
can't we
fun
just
stat.
agree that FaZe and OpTic have two of the best duos of all time? The two best duos of all time.
Yeah,
And
T2P and the Tiny Terrors are the 2 best duos of all time.
And LAT have the potential to have Scrap and Hydra. Like,
oh my god,
dude.
please, Chad.
I don't know.
Chad, I would die for an LAT Dynasty.
Truthfully, in all honesty, I think GodRx and Clay were the greatest duo of all time.
Those fuckers were ass, brother. Stop. What
do we say, chap? What do we say, chap?
Honestly, I think it's Gwyn and Real on 230 ping for 2 series. That was my favorite duo.
Oh my god, dude.
He said GodRx and Clay, bro.
That's the greatest 3 rings, and then like what? How many wins? Like 20 or something?
Scump's not the
all,
goat.
all that coming from Clay, but
nah, I don't have Scump as the goat. Those 2 had Scump as the goat. I have Crim as the goat.
I actually thought about it a little bit more. I saw someone, I think it might have been on that thread, say it, and maybe that's kind of how I feel. Crim is the GOAT, but Scump's the best player of all time. I think that might be my new take on the subject. Like, Crim just, I mean, bro, at the end of the day, like, he was the best winner ever. And winning at the end of the day is what's most important. But Scump individually, and this, dude, if they gave out MVP awards back in the day, that motherfucker would have 30 of them. Like, I mean, Scump would have so many MVPs. So I actually think that might be my new take. Crim's the GOAT, Scump's the best player of all time. And Simp could potentially take both of those away, but he's not there yet, in my opinion.
I hear you. Fuck a duo, I think around the city is the best trio. Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Is it time to revamp our top 30 list? Question mark. It might be.
I mean, at this point, we might as well wait till the end of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's wait till the end
No,
of the year.
No. We gotta do it now. Kenny might be 29. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit! I need my Kenny top 10 proppy, dude. I can't have him down low. I can't.
Oh my god.
Nah, bro. Listen, if people think Kenny drops out of the top 10 because of this year, then we got to drop everyone else that also has had bad years or bad grand finals win percentages. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to touch real quick on some of the replies we got on our tweet. I put out a little tweet asking for some people to drop us some questions and things like that. So if you don't follow Around the CDL and you're not in our community, hit the link in the description whipshy, as I like to say, with Pressy Wessy over here.
Okay.
But just to touch on a couple of these real quick. Spiteful, he said, talk about how bad OpTic are. JK, talk about the state of Black Ops 6 and what changes can be made to make the game better. You already know he had to throw in a jab at OpTic because, well...
Yeah.
We're ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, Christ.
Nah, but state of BO6 and what changes do you think they can make the game better? What do you guys think? I haven't played Black Ops 6 in like 2 months, so I don't know if you guys really be playing, but what do we think?
I have two things. I'll let Alex go first. Mine are technical, so you go first.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't play Black Ops 6 ranked anymore. I really just run around with a knife in pubs and just shit around. Because like the game is just easy at this point. Like it's just I don't know what you can do. I feel like it's just so stale now. I guess new maps, maybe, possibly. But are they gonna do that? Probably fucking not. I mean, Verdance is coming back, I guess, but who gives a fuck about BR?
Not me.
Like, genuinely, like, I know
Really?
I've never been a BR kid, so for dance, just I don't really give a fuck about it. But I think it's just stale now. I think it's kind of like even last year at this point with MW3, like I was still having fun. Like I was still playing it consistently. With Black Ops 6, I'm just like I don't have the drive to play it anymore.
I
Russ?
hear you. Yes. Two main things. Number one, they desperately need new maps, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They need new maps bad. Treyarch has some of the best digital footprint maps in like all of COD, dude. Just copy and paste a few of them bitches and nobody's going to be mad, okay?
Not with the
Last
maps
year
that are in this game. People need them.
last year we were spoiled. The 3 DLC maps that were added to the map set last year were godlike. All 3 of them were godlike. Rio, Vista, 6 Star are 3 unironically, entirely unironically, of the best COD maps we've had in years. They really are. That's no bullshit. They really are. We were spoiled. We're not expecting that to happen again. Okay? But we need something more than this shit. I don't want to watch a protocol fucking S&D anymore, okay? They run down, they get stuck elevator, they get naded, they have to plant A, okay? At least teams are starting to go B. I don't want to watch teams go vault A every single time and crash out when they go B because vault A is that much better, okay? I need new maps. Bad, man. I'm crashing out watching these stale ass shit, dude. It's bad. Number 2, and this one I'm on heavy propaganda.
Oh, God.
GA the fucking Jackal, dude. That gun is fucking insane. That gun is one of the best guns of all time, dude. That gun is insane. It needs to go right now, please. That gun's unbelievable. That's all.
That's
I
all,
hear
chat.
you.
That's all,
I
chat. Did you
hear
hear
you.
him, chat? No, I agree. The maps are the big one for me. I mean, from just a pub perspective and from a comp perspective, we need maps. Like, please, for the love of God, give us something. Literally anything. So yeah, that's BO6. Lucho here said, talk about the Falcons roster issues.
Damn. How many times you
They
got?
are pissed, brother. They are pissed. I mean, what is there to say about the Falcons roster issues? For one, they need kicks back. For two, they need to go get some other players that aren't Saudi. I mean, listen, I respect what they're trying to do and grow their region, but like they're not going to win. At least not this year. Maybe a couple years, right? When if these players continue to develop, but like bring in ASIM at least, dude. Something. I mean, listen, shout out to ASIM. He at least looks good in challengers. It would be the best player on this team. There isn't really much to say though. They're just not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think Falcons are dog shit just overall. Like there's like Falcons level dog shit, LAG and like OpTic are like at the same tier level dog shit, and then everyone else is up here. So like you don't want to be down here, obviously, because that's where Falcons are, and you just gotta get up here. Does that make sense? It's pretty easy, you know. And I think you do that
Climb the
by
ladder.
signing some. Yeah, I think you should do that by getting some new players who aren't dog shit.
Know how to play hardpoint.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else we got in here? We only got one
There's
more
nothing I
question.
can tell you that can make the Falcons team better. They are terrible. Next.
We got our last question here from Evie. He said, "What teams will need to change after Major 2 if they don't perform well?"
Like, what a fucking volleyball lob kind of question is that? Are we insane?
All right, let's see. Falcons obviously need to make a change, but we're not going to count them, so they're kind of off.
Okay.
LAG,
right.
this is if teams don't play well specifically is what he asked. LAG for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Boston Breach for sure.
Probably, yes.
If they don't play well. Minnesota Rocker, I think they need to make a change if they don't play well.
Paul's got to go.
Yeah, probably it's going to be Paul. He's the odd man out in that situation. The other three are pretty good. What other team am I forgetting? Miami Heretics, maybe. I mean, maybe, right? They did really well at Major 1, so maybe there's a chance they decide to stick it out if they go out top 12 at this major, but I think there's a world where you try out Super again, maybe, for Lucky.
Mm-hmm. For Lucky this time, yeah.
And then, I mean, there's not really any other teams that I can think
OpTic,
of.
I'm saying right now, OpTic needs
yeah,
to change.
OpTic. If they go out top 12, they need to make a change.
Yeah. It's gonna suck, but it
Phase 2, bro. They haven't been the same since EWC,
okay,
bro.
This copy pasta, bro. This guy with this copy pasta chat. this guy, bro.
Nah,
yeah.
OpTic, bro. And people always say, like, okay, well, who would OpTic pick up, right? That's always the counter argument. So, okay, OpTic make a change. Who do they pick up? Because obviously, I mean, there's no one on the all-time caliber of the players that are currently on their team in free agents. To me, honestly, the answer right back is, what could be worse, bro? Like, genuinely, what could be worse? They haven't won a map. The only thing that could be worse is they start losing to Falcons, which, no disrespect to Falcons, but, like, OpTic pick up top challengers players, they're still not losing to Falcons. So genuinely nothing could be worse at this current moment in time. So to me, you beg Hoop to come back if that's an option. If not, you go after any AR in challengers that you think is good. Tyler Fellow, Spart,
Dylan Rex,
Proloot.
please not Illy.
I mean, Proloot's already been on OpTic, so maybe bring back Proloot.
Okay. You know what?
Arcides.
Cool with...
I mean, who else? Mercules. Like, I mean, at this point, nothing could hurt to give it a try. If you have to have a revolving door of fourths for a little bit, like, I mean, OpTics have to do that in the past. It's unfortunate. Maybe you find the next Dan Ghosty. Maybe you just got to start pulling the trigger.
Hey, I'll play for free. You know what I'm saying?
Preston.
Throw me a fucking...
Listen, Preston runs the aggressive AR chat, and he's actually pretty good at it.
Throw me a 14-game contract. I'll go for free. That bougie water you got at the vet, that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that cash.
Get Clay back? No, I'm good.
Fuck no. What the fuck?
I mean, shit, put Karma in the roster, get Scump to come back, get Zinni to come back. Dude, literally at this point, it cannot, I mean, he's an AR player. If you're talking about dropping Kenny, it can't hurt at this point. Nothing genuinely can make OpTic worse. Obviously, unless they dropped the whole roster and picked up like a bunch of challenger shitters. Yes, that makes sense.
Why are we acting like they haven't won a map? Like they could be worse, chat. They could go winless in map count as well. You know what I'm saying?
Remember when we said that? Wait, that's insane that you just... Oh my God, Alex, you literally said that.
What?
On the watch party like weeks ago. I was like, it couldn't be worse. And you're like, we could not win a map.
Did I really say that?
You literally said that. I think it's in the video I posted of like OpTic fans react to losing or whatever I said. Whatever the 3-0 to Rocker.
His fault. It's actually his fault.
Go find it. Chat, go find it.
It's literally in the video. It's after the vault control against the Minnesota Rocker series where you and I was like, well, it couldn't get worse. And you're like, we could just not win a map.
Chat, if that's a clip, Around the CDL is tweeting that tonight. That's going to get insane impressions.
Oh my God.
This motherfucker jinxes it the entire split. That is insane. Hold on.
Chat, it could be better. We could win all of our maps from here on out.
I'm literally writing this down and circling it right now, and I'm going to tweet that out after this.
Fuck you, Gabe. I don't remember, but I'll still say I remember.
Nah, literally just too funny, bro.
Did I really say that? I don't remember.
I'm gonna go get the clip right now. I'm gonna go
get the gaslighter right now. I'm being gaslighter right now, chat.
I'm actually going to go. I'm gonna go get the clip right now. Where is it? Where's the video? Biggest OpTic fans react to 3-0 loss, and it's like GG's Minnesota Rocker 3-0.
Think there were more questions.
Preston said, I gotta piss.
Got shit on
Minnesota
again.
Rocker 3-0, dude.
That's yours, man.
Oh my God, we gotta
honestly, I shouldn't know.
We're
getting 3-0'd by Rocker.
I think Kenny died a total of this weekend. It can only go up from here, though. Here it is. Listen. OpTic fans, I'm very sorry what happened to you this weekend. It can only go up from here, though. Remember that.
Oh, really? We can go 0-7.
Well, yeah, but like, you can only keep losing. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit!
He said, not really. We could go 0-7. And this guy was chefing it up, man. He called it from a mile away.
Cooking, chat. I'm cooking. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Should I save that clip for after they go 0-7, or should I tweet it now in case they win?
Tweet it now with an eyeball emoji and say, "Is this Alex's fault?" ? Something like that.
Okay, I've been an OpTic fan for what, like 13 fucking years. I know ball, chat. What can I say?
Chat, we're gonna check some more questions.
Funny.
We'll check some more.
There's more questions. Oh, did people just go drop a bunch? Is that what happened?
I guess.
Oh yeah, we're up to 7 now.
That now, they're guaranteed to be lat. I guarantee you still get piss lined by lat.
Let's see. X said it's a team thing with OpTic. If you drop Pred or Ken, there's a chance they will become absolute gods in other teams. I don't know if I'm faded, but they will bring in someone to talk to talk to them about what the fuck they're doing wrong and then work on it over and over till they get it right. The team is sticking. Okay, so X is basically saying they should just stick because they don't want to make other teams better.
I agree.
Good, Damien.
What's up, Damien?
Kesty with the $4.99.
Yeah.
Kesty, $5 super chat. We're answering, Kesty. We're going through them right now. Appreciate
Let's
you.
go.
Thank you.
Kesty, appreciate you. Thank you. I don't think they stick, bro. Fuck it. You got to blow it up, man. You got to blow it up.
Jesus.
Listen, no disrespect to Ken. I got to say this every time I talk bad about Kenny. He's one of my favorite players of all time. He's a top 10 player of all time. How much better is he going to make another team, bro? He's literally got the worst stats in the league. I mean, he's literally got the worst stats in the league. Maybe he goes to another team and maybe like a team like Boston and he replaces like an Awakening or a Cammy and maybe Snoopy gets a little better. He helps the mentality of a team or something. But individually, I don't think he's making them that much better. He's also not making Boston a contender. Like, it's not like dropping Kenny is going to make a team a contender because FaZe isn't going to pick him up and Ultra's not going to pick him up. And you know what I mean? Like, what happened in chat, bro? I can't see chat. What did I miss, bro?
Yeah, Kenny just isn't inviting us to dinner anymore. Blame Jake.
Oh my god.
No, we love Ken, bro. We love Ken.
No, I love Kenny, bro. I literally love Kenny. Like I mean, I owe that guy everything. He won my team so many championships.
He won my team, a ranked team. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Abby wants us to predict a Major 2 final series at map scores.
Map scores? Or like map? Like
I
map
guess
count.
like map. I guess like map count. I guess.
Map scores, Jesus Christ. Map 1 is like
I got LA.
170.
I got LA Thieves over Atlanta FaZe in a game 7 again.
I got FaZe, overlap, Hydra running down, underground to Skyline again,
Okay, bro.
dying, and then drops are running down mid and gunning everyone.
Scores too. What the?
I have LAT. I have LAT over OpTic.
Okay,
Major
these guys
two
are
grand
both
final.
smoking it, chat.
OpTic go on the second craziest losers run of all time just to get second again to Scrappy. LAT over OpTic in the grand finals. You know what I'm saying? 4-2. 4-2.
Nah.
Yep.
That's actually
we
insane.
we lose two controls. And yep. Trust. I see the vision, chat. I see it.
All right, hold on. Let me pull up some of these other questions from the tweet. What are the consistent mistakes you see each team making? Holy fuck, it's a deep question. Each team. OpTic don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, we'll start with the bottom. OpTic, we just fucking suck.
No teamwork.
Falcons, they play the first rotations of HP really well, and then they just fall off a fucking cliff. And they just can't do anything. And then their S&D is decent, but against the top teams, it's not that well, unless you're at LAT, where you can obviously 6-1.
Yep.
And then Control, you're pretty decent because obviously
they're bad, but they're only good at ball.
Yeah, that's why they shit on OpTic 3-0. What the fuck? Like, these guys are gods. What else? Boston, Cammy and Awakening, and Purge.
No
Cammy's
consistency.
too inconsistent. Cammy and Purge are too inconsistent. That's the
Same thing with
problem.
Awakening. Same thing with Awakening.
And Awakening just started to shoot his weapon for the first time this season, so there's that.
For the first time in 2 seasons.
Tyler, I hear you, Tyler. Who's at that? C9. Inconsistency, I guess you could say as well.
Yeah, I think C9 just they just can't. They haven't done it against the top teams yet.
Yeah,
They'll get there. They're progressively getting better. They really are.
They are. I will say, I think recently one of the issues for C9 has been, I feel like Mac has been not as good as he was stage 1. Like Kremp and Sib have been really good. Attach has honestly been solid. I think it's been Mac. And in BO6, bro, I mean every year, but in BO6, you need your SMGs to be on point if you're gonna win.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's why OpTic is undeniable, bro. Pred shots here, fucking
godlike, bro.
Godlike.
Walking
wow.
walking points 5s in SND, bro.
I mean, wow, bro.
LAG. What about LAG? Those guys are crap.
Brees is terrible. The fact that you have Kismet and Lins and Kismet's your superstar SMG, that's a problem. And Lunars is destined for hell on this roster. There's your problem.
Lunars is also a little too slow, I think, at times. I think he's got to speed up occasionally.
Yeah, Minnesota, Paul X, unfortunately. I just think he's not. If you get an even slightly better AR, or if you get polished at the consistent level that you played against OpTic when they Toyotas, I think they have a chance against some of the top teams.
They also
But-
don't decide to wake up until map 3, so I mean, that's fun.
Yeah, they are one of those teams.
Yeah.
Miami.
Medals and lucky, bro. It's literally medals and lucky. Those guys have no consistency, especially in respawn. I mean, they won a series this weekend off of Rencor and Real 2v4ing, like the entire series.
They did. Rankers on 41 map 1. I saw that. I said, what the fuck?
It just genuinely for Miami, they don't get consistent numbers out of. I mean, Lucky is like the main AR, so maybe he doesn't need to be getting a lot of kills. But Medals as your second sub next to Real needs to be consistently better.
Yeah. Vancouver. I think All4 needs to play better.
I think All4 was actually pretty good this weekend, but previously I think he was maybe their slowest starter.
I don't really think there's too much to critique about Surge, low-key. I mean, they look solid. Nasty looks good. Neptune obviously brought second life to this team.
I think it's just ARs, or not yet.
Maybe some S&D. They need some help in some S&D. S&D is their worst game mode, and they need some help in some S&D. So,
yeah.
They're good in the response. They're really good in the response.
They just got to continue to find consistency, and I mean, their only losses are to LAT. So, like, I mean, if that's where you're at in the league, that's honestly a good place to be in.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Who else?
Toronto Ultra.
Inside only shoots his weapon against OpTic. Other than that, he's got iron boots. However, Kleenex is starting to find some footing, so that should help out your team. I actually think Ultra. We've rated Ultra pretty high all year. It's actually we've been a little critical on them recently because they haven't been performing to the standards that we thought that they should. But we majority wise blame that on Kleenex kind of underperforming, not really finding the Kleenex footing that we were used to, and it's starting to get back into the swing of things. So I think Ultra are going to go back to being one of those top consistent teams.
Yeah. Next one, Carolina. I think it's just skill dip at this point. I think once you start getting up here, you're just going to get outgunned, outskilled by the top teams.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think Slasher or Vivid have this skill or the killing, slaying capabilities against the top teams. I think Gwyn has proven he can do it over the last year or so since he's been in the league. And T just definitely had his moments, but like it truly is a skill diff for them because I think their teamwork and their fundamentals are great. And they're good in every single mode. They just, or maybe it's controlled or no, they're a good control team, right? They're decent at every single mode. I think they need to clean up their HP a little bit, and I don't know. I don't know how you don't get skill diff though. That's really the thing.
Yeah, I want to see Gwyn have a event where he's playing on LAN as good as he plays online.
Don't worry, Gwyn's dropping a 1.3 versus OpTic losers round 1.
Listen, I'm not gonna call. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. I'm not gonna call him an onliner because he's not. He's just so good online that I want to see him play that well at LAN as well. I know that's not always like realistic, but I just want to see the Gwyn we see online play an event because then I think Carolina genuinely have a chance to make like a run.
I actually clip it right now, chat. Gwyn drops a 1.2 first series in winners round 1 this coming event. I feel it. I feel like he's been hearing a lot of people saying that he's an onliner recently, and I think he's going to come out swinging this event. I think he comes out cooking.
All right, there we go. M-Diz with the gifted stuff.
Yeah, let's go, M-Diz, my guy.
W-Tiz.
Appreciate you. Let me see some W's in the chat, man. And then who are the other teams we haven't talked about? FaZe and Thieves?
Yeah, I think they're really, I mean,
what the fuck
Thieves,
is different there?
Probably their S&D. Maybe?
I don't even know if it's the S&D at this point.
No. FaZe, sorry. FaZe. Their S&D.
FaZe S&D right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Thieves, I don't think they really have a weakness right now.
I would say Envoy deciding to just show up map 3 and not really care about maps 1 and 2. That might, that helps. But when your teammates are just godlike on the map, who the fuck needs to do anything?
When you can sit in hill for 140 seconds and Scrap and Hydra drop 40 each, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we just cooked. You're welcome. Any teams want to send us on the payroll? We're here. We're welcome. You're welcome.
Yep.
Free advice.
Do you think Surge could end up being frauds once they get to LAN? Not familiar with NEP LAN performances since he's been in. I mean,
that's I think that's the biggest question that we've all been asking is Seattle going to stay the same, play the exact same as they do now, as they do on LAN? And I think that's just the biggest what if, and we're gonna see that at Major 2. So I hope they aren't, truthfully, for their sake, because people are gonna call them shoot them the fuck out for being onliners. But
Yeah, we talked about that, how bad that would be if they show up to land and just get mollywopped. That would be so bad.
Yeah, I think for me, like, obviously I don't know how they're going to be on land, but I think for me, if I had to guess, I think they're going to be a little bit worse. I don't think it's often you see a team online come out of nowhere, be this good, beat Atlanta FaZe twice, and then go to the event and also, like, be top 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, continue to be top 2. Like, obviously, unless it's like OpTic or FaZe or Thieves or past subliners or past Ultra teams that were always that good. Like, it's not often you see a Surge or a Rocker or a, you know, a Boston, like, end up come out, be a top 3 team at the next event because they're so good. Like, to me, I think I think they probably still will be like a top 4 team. I just don't know if they're going to look as dominant as they have been online. And maybe I don't think I'm like being a hater, but you don't see it often from these middle of the pack teams that just randomly turn up and then they're just godlike on land too. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I hope they are because it makes the league way more entertaining.
Yeah, I do too. Watching them bow out top 12 in Major 1 was depressing. They looked terrible.
Let me refresh again. I think we got another comment from my guy Random here. Let's go. Said, how many teams in a league do you think Fellow/Hook would come in and immediately improve?
A lot.
Together or by themselves?
Boston.
Boston? Rocker. I think Fellow.
LAG.
LAG.
Vegas.
OpTic.
Miami.
Dang it, man.
OpTic.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
You said that.
I think OpTic too, yeah. Falcons. I mean, everybody outside of like LAT, FaZe, Surge, C9, and Ravens. The other 7 teams.
I even think
got 5 gifted, man.
I even think that they would improve.
I mean, they might improve C9 and Ravens.
That's what I'm saying. I
they
think
might
they
improve
would.
C9 and Ravens. It's hard to say Ravens for sure because I think Ravens have just been consistent. Like, they've consistently been good, so why would you even bother? C9's obviously had, you know, up and down season. So, I mean, Hook for Mac might be interesting.
Get rid? I think so. We're not saying both. We're saying one or.
Yeah. I'm just thinking in general. If you add either of these or both of these, who gets better?
Yeah. I mean, I think like a Gwen and Hook subduo would be kind of nasty online. On land, that's wrong.
Damn. I mean, I even think, like, listen, I think Vivid's been solid this year, but I even think like Fellow for Vivid could be interesting.
No,
or Hook for Vivid if you want to go like ultra aggressive. Maybe have Tej be a bit of a flex. I don't know.
Fellow and Gwen.
They would make a lot of teams. They would make a lot of teams better. They actually would.
Fellow Tej Gwen worked so well for you the first time. I had to run it back. You know what I'm saying? My bad. That's on me.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Good chat. Any other questions? Any other topics, you guys? You can drop them in the chat. You don't got to go back to that Twitter post. But we appreciate everyone who responded to that post, man. We'll try to do We'll try to do more of those in future shows. Get the comm involved and see what people are thinking.
Hey, chat. Who's going to Major 2? Like that asked question. I know we've asked it a couple times, but
I'll be there.
Me too.
Me 3.
We booked our flights yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Coolest jersey all of you own? Do I have to go into storage and get it?
The only jerseys I own are 100 Thieves, LA Thieves, and Manchester United. It's literally the only ones I have.
Right. Let me show you the coolest jersey I own.
If he doesn't pull out an Omit Brooklyn jersey, I think we kick him from the show. What do you think?
I agree.
I'm ready to kick him from the call, Chad, if he doesn't pull out an Omit Brooklyn jersey. What do we think?
Are there still tickets available? Yeah, but I also know a lot of people are selling their tickets, so you might get some deals on like VIP and stuff. What player
I got
has
two.
had...
Here's my personal favorite. My favorite color is orange.
Okay.
So yeah,
Valid.
he's out here.
No brainer. Okay. But here might be the coolest jersey I own.
There we go.
I knew he'd do it. I knew he'd pull through.
Yeah,
Hold on, what?
shop.omit.gg. Get
Yes,
yours. You know what
sir. I
I'm
knew he'd pull
saying. You know
through,
what
bro.
I'm
I knew it.
saying.
Where are mine at? Now that I'm thinking about it, I ordered mine like 2 weeks ago.
I think Preston said it took his 3 weeks to come, so yours should hopefully be there soon.
Yeah, 2.5, I think.
If I need to go back home to get my OpTic jerseys, but I'll pull out some of my collection. I'll be back. Chat.
He'll be back.
Chat.
There was another question that I wanted to answer. What players had the highest peak season in the CDL era?
Sim Cold War.
Cold War Simp or MW2 Hydra? One of those two. I don't know which one I actually pick. I might give it to Cold War Sim because I feel like he was pretty undeniably the best player most of that season. I think there was obviously times in MW2 where we thought Abizi was the best. But I think it's those two.
We are random, yes.
Yeah, we'll be in the VIP section. You know, Preston's actually got security taking up like a whole row in the VIP section. You had to buy out the whole
security. I have not an ounce of security. Not an ounce of Chad. I'm not important enough to have security. Although if OpTic get bounced, and since now they don't play on Thursday I will be wearing an Omit jersey for sure. Friday I'll have on my OpTic gear, and any day they're playing past that, I'll have on my OpTic gear.
Okay, so Friday.
My Omit.
Holy shit! This guy brought his own closet. What did you guys just start, bro?
Chat, that's like $4,000.
Oh, hold on, $199 from Luke. Let's go, my guy. OpTic getting top 12. Heard, Luke. Appreciate you.
Chat. No bullshit. Yes, I do have a lot of them. There's a lot in here. But probably the coolest one that I own, because I think it was out of 68, would be this one.
Oh, yeah, that's heat.
Out
bro.
of 68.
Why did they make 68? Why not like 69 at least to make it fun?
This would probably be the best one. But just pure OpTic one, probably like 2017 Champs White. But that's back at home.
This guy's so rich, Chad. Jesus Christ.
That's actually sick. Dude, I want to get like
this one.
I want to get like one of every Thieves jersey that's ever been made. Especially the BO4 jerseys.
Yeah,
this was the Halo
one. Yeah.
Yeah. This goes for a lot of money.
Sell it. Buy some Omit jerseys.
I have it. I think it's coming on Tuesday. No bullshit.
Hell yeah. I actually like jerseys. The thing is, like, basketball jerseys and football jerseys, I wouldn't really wear either of those. Like, they're just not my style. I like the way soccer jerseys fit.
I have some football jerseys. I have Justin Herbert, DK Metcalf, bunch of Steelers. What else do I have? Travis Etienne.
Best jerseys in CDL history? Ooh. LA Thieves jerseys this year.
MW2 Vegas Legion. Those jerseys were so fucking gas, bro. Oh my god.
We've had some cool jerseys in the CDL for sure.
NYSL has had some good ones too. I'm not gonna lie.
They did, yeah. I fuck with jerseys, bro. I wish I had more. Dude, jerseys just cost so much money, bro. Like, most jerseys are what? $80 to $100. Obviously, it depends on like the sport and stuff like that, but they're so expensive. And then if you try to add a player onto a jersey, if you're getting like a sports jersey, that adds extra money. It's just too much money, bro. It's too much money for these jerseys. I'm not rich like these guys, chat.
Yeah, the NYSL branding was gas. I like the Surge jerseys from this year. I'm not gonna lie. The Surge jerseys
are cool this year. FaZe has some cool jerseys this year, too. The FaZe black and gold jerseys this year are actually super sick.
Yeah, they're all right.
I really like them. Oh, man. Chat, any other questions, man? Any other questions? I saw the Zone said, is Kenny still on OpTic? And the answer is yes. I don't know if that was a troll question, but...
He's not.
Okay, yeah, he's gone. He went to Boston, actually. They traded him for Cammy.
My Omit jersey is coming tomorrow anywhere from 10:15 to 2:15.
W, I'm going to be outside your house and your apartment waiting to steal it.
Chat, come and get them.
I got to order my Omit jerseys.
Comes in tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Your what?
My stream deck.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
What do you think about snipers?
Get him in.
Yeah, get them in. No
Get him
aim
in the game.
assist.
I'm cool with snipers, bro. I'm cool with
I
snipers.
love snipers. I think snipers are genuinely one of the things that make games like Counter-Strike so iconic, right? In S&D style mode to have a sniper like that. Obviously, it's a bit different because like in Counter-Strike, the op costs a certain amount of money. It's more expensive than a rifle, but I mean, I think ops in Valorant, ops in Counter-Strike make for some of the most iconic moments and some of the best clips that have been viewed millions of times, and there's a reason for that. So billions of times, probably.
Had a team ever won a major starting from losers?
I think snipers will make it make S&D more fun to watch.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure
Right?
how you'd like snipe on like a map like Protocol. You'd have to go like Kelly every round probably, but like definitely could make Vault more interesting. Because I mean, if then B is definitely not happening.
You think Boston could use Hook? Yeah, I do. I think a lot of teams could use Hook, but I think, I mean, Snoopy and Hook would be an absolute rogue duo. But I
That's what I'm
definitely
thinking,
think I definitely think they could use them.
Vanguard LAG did start in winners, but lost winners round one,
Mhm.
and then won all the way through.
They did indeed. Are Dashy and Shotzi safe from a possible change? Yeah,
I don't think Dash is, to be quite frank with you.
I think he is.
I mean, we dropped him before, twice.
That is true, I guess.
Winston.
That is true. But I think Dashy had too high of a peak already this season that I think they would make another change before him and try to see if he can get back to it first. Maybe I would say he's not going to be changed. He's not going to be like in the next change or the first change. This guy's eating a slice of bread, bro.
I'm so hungry.
Chat,
I
exclamation point food, chat. Exclamation point food.
I didn't eat dinner. I'm sorry.
Dash is not the problem, right, Nick? But I don't think it's out of the realm if a team change is needed.
What do you think the league would look like if Shotzi joined FaZe 2 years ago? I mean, that would be crazy, right? I actually wonder what it would look like, because that would change, obviously, the outcomes of events and things like that, how good FaZe were. But what would OpTic's roster look like? What would other teams' rosters look like if Shotzi was on FaZe? I think that would be crazy. I don't even know.
Mary, I've
insane.
liked Control all the way up until last year. I'm over it. Come up with something new. When you brought Control into Black Ops 4 and it was the new mode, it was great. For a couple years after that, it was great. Come up with something new. I'm over this shit. Hardpoint's a staple, S&D's a staple, but it's okay to fluctuate a third game mode every once in a while.
I would wear
please.
red in a second now. I'm right, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, Shotzi's gone. Also, what's good, Skylar? Shotzi's leaving after this year, Chad. He's going to Falcons for a bag. You heard it first.
I can do oddball like Halo.
You want oddball?
Mm.
I mean, oddball is a pretty cool mode. I do like actually oddball in Halo. It is fun to watch.
Let's just do Slayer. Straight up TDM. First,
I thought that was a good idea too, but no.
No, that would suck.
Let's just have them run at each other.
Dude, oddball could be good. Oddball's literally like capture the flag. Oddball's like capture the flag, where one person has the objective, except you're moving across the map. You're not like stalemated on one side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that could be good. Like I didn't even think about that. Implement it. Oddball Skylar it's a Halo mode. Pretty much, you have your team. And there is an objective, like it's a skull in Halo, but it's called the ball. And pretty much one person holds the ball, and every second you hold the ball, you get a point, and it's the first to 100 points. Now they do 3 rounds. It's the first to 2 rounds. So you essentially have to hold the ball for 200 seconds, really. I mean, you have to get 100 twice, but you just have to hold it. So one player on your team is holding the ball. The other 3 are protecting that player. But like when you're watching Halo, the player that's holding the ball sometimes will drop the ball to play its life, or they'll throw the ball in a place where in the middle of the map where the other team can't get it, but they can't get it either. It's very strategical. It would actually probably work really well in COD. It's pretty much like capture the flag, but mixed with like uplink maybe.
Mm-hmm. Would be interesting. It would be interesting. take one player from 4 different bottom teams to build a team to beat LAT. Brother, you could take every player on every bottom team and make it 16v4. They're not beating LAT. I genuinely don't think there's no players you could take off of bottom teams to beat LA teams. That's like no disrespect to them, but I think that's the truth. Now, if you're adding like FaZe into the mix and other top teams, maybe, but it's not going to happen. He's going to add like 3 OpTic players probably. Listen to this guy. Here he goes.
Shotzi, Dashy, Kenny, Hook. Already done. Give me my bread. Run me my fucking bread.
What a guy, chat. I mean, they did beat him.
We watched it live. Go watch the clip. It's very funny.
They did. He did say from 4 different teams. I know, Nick.
Fuck.
I wasn't going to rain on his parade, though. I was going to let him have it.
Oh, damn it. My bad.
4 different teams.
I mean, the 4 bottom teams right now are Falcons, OpTic, LAG, and Boston or Heretics.
No iteration of any of those 4 teams is winning.
It's not. There's not one person you can take off all those teams that are beating LAT. There's not one person you can take off all the teams that is beating Ravens. I don't know. It would be pretty crazy. What place do you think OpTic need to place at the major for them to keep the team together? Top 3.
Whoa, 3.
Top 3, top 4. I mean, what's the difference, bro? They're not making either of those. Let's be real. Let's be real.
They're making grand finals.
Sorry, that was my bad.
I hear you.
Yes, sir. Ed said Snoopy, Shotzi, Lunars, Dashy. Best I can do. Yeah, I mean, like that team's just not beating LAT or FaZe for that matter, or Surge. I mean, that is actually not a bad team. To be fair, that's not a bad team at all.
God, I am so hungry.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Make a CDL God Squad 4 best players in the league by role.
Current or all time?
I'm guessing current.
CDL right now. Scrap AR.
Simp Hydra.
So yeah.
Bang. Run it.
Yep. Yup. Nick said the same thing in chat, without a doubt. That team would be insane, bro. That team would be. They might not drop a map.
I have some news for you, chat. That is going to be OpTic's roster next year. Intel.
This guy's faded, bro. Damn, you guys are gonna clean wipe?
Yes.
We'll take Shotzi over at Thieves, I guess.
I guess.
I mean, if you're gonna take Hydra from me, I guess.
And Scrap. Yeah.
I'd keep
Hydra. How much does a buyout for a good player go for? I mean,
we don't actually know for sure.
Well, we do.
Hundreds of thousands.
Pred was going to be 500K, was it not?
True, but that was a slightly different economic state, I'd say, for the league. So I think it would probably be lower than that now. But I would say most likely probably 200,000 to 400,000 for a top player. I mean, Real was going to be 65 from Ultra to buy him from Heretics, according to the reports.
If someone tried to buy out Scrap from LAT right now, it's 350,000 minimum.
Yeah, I mean, especially because they just bought him out, they would at least want their money back plus some, for sure. But I don't know. I wish contracts and stuff like that was more transparent. Like, it just would be so interesting to know, like, what people, like, how much these players are actually making. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's cool to understand the monetary value these teams think these players have.
No, it definitely is. Like, seeing all the, like, in free agency one of my favorite things of NFL free agency is seeing not only that players are signing on different teams, but the contractual agreements that are followed by those statements.
Yeah.
Yada, so-and-so has signed with the such and such for 2 years, 30 mil. 3 years, 90 mil. Like, seeing what a team genuinely thinks is the average value of a player is pretty cool. The Titans signed Dan Moore, like like 4 years, 80 mil or some shit today. Holy fuck! I couldn't believe my eyes.
I don't know who Dan Moore is, but
An ex-Steelers lineman. He's not worth 20 mil a year. He might be worth like 13, maybe. 20 is insane.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's cool to see the contracts of players in different leagues. Puts extra pressure on them. To be honest, I don't really care. They signed up to be a pro player. I genuinely think, like, listen, they're humans at the end of the day, and everyone's entitled to their feelings and feeling pressure and stuff like that. But like, bro, if you sign up to be a professional and to get on stage and play something at the highest level, you need to be okay with the fact that there's going to be pressure on you at all times.
I mean, regardless, if you play for Thieves, FaZe, or OpTic, there's going to be pressure on you. I mean, look at OpTic right now. We're fucking dog shit, and everyone's on their head.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I agree with you, Nick, that it does add pressure that I do think kind of it sucks, right? I wouldn't want that pressure on me. But, like, I mean, yeah, if it hinders your player's performance, of course it sucks. But also, like, bro, that's just the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
I think the pressure's getting to Kenny right now, so.
If you're really worth the money, then you'll see.
Yeah.
Then we'll see if you're worth that money.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Hydra's salary gets leaked and he crumbles under the pressure.
I mean, that sucks, but if contracts are publicly, like, if it gets leaked and he crumbles, I feel for him because, like, it gets leaked. But if we already know, like, everyone's contracts and Hydra just starts playing like shit after they announce, like, yeah, does that suck for me as a Thieves fan? Yeah, but, like, everyone else's salary is leaked, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, suck it up and play the game. You know what I mean? Like, if there's a leak, it's a different story. But if it's the standard, which I wish it was in esports, I can't really feel bad for you, honestly, because that's just what it is.
Yeah, OpTic's paying Shotzi 1.3 mil a year. You think, like, he gives a fuck? He's out there getting 1.3 mil a year, like, hello?
And also, like, so, I mean, at least for OpTic players, bro, you can see how much money they're making on Twitch. Shotzi's making 50K a month on Twitch. We know that. Maybe it's getting to him, right? Maybe it's getting to him recently. He stopped streaming scrims, you know what I'm saying? They've been shit. I don't know. But
I mean, that's literally it, Nick. It's just cool to know.
no, it's just cool to know.
We gain nothing, genuinely nothing.
I mean, yeah,
it's just
you
cool.
you don't get anything from knowing salaries in basketball, baseball, soccer, football. You don't gain anything. It's just fun. Like, it is the standard across other things. So I think that's just entertaining. I also really like numbers. Like, I'm a big numbers guy, and it's like, I don't know. Seeing, like, okay, the Knicks signed this guy for 2 years, 20 million. Like, is he going to be worth it? He's taking up that amount of cap space. Let's see what he produces on the court. Or seeing someone.
You're about to sign 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers to 2 years, 60 million, and I'm gonna absolutely cut my sack off.
Bro. That's insane.
So I mean, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So there is ultimately
Yes, he is.
There is ultimately no benefit, obviously, for the fans. Like, what? It's not like we're doing anything. It's not like we're making deals for the teams.
Rain Man confirmed.
Yes, that's me. That's literally me. I mean, the teams probably. I mean, I would imagine the front offices, so to speak, of these CDL teams know how much every contract in the league is, right? Obviously, like, I'm sure, you know, NADESHOT and the Thieves knew how much Hydra and Scrap were being paid in Envoy before they went to go buy him out, because obviously that is a part of the buyout.
Kenny gets.
No wonder he does it so much, brother. I'd be doing that shit like him too, then. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be dope, but we'll probably never know.
I'm fucking up this bread,
bro. You're eating plain white bread like that?
All right,
this dude's a psychopath.
Like, you're not even at least putting some butter on it, or like.
I'm not buttering every slice, dude. I'm starving.
Bro, eat something. Why are you eating bread? Eat chips. Eat pretzels.
My family's sleeping upstairs. I don't want to wake anyone up.
Bro's a carbivore.
Carbivore. Dude, this guy is eating fucking bread, bro, out of the bag.
What does YY actually do? Nothing. A lot of pros just do it out of.
Just a rhythm. Habit.
Yeah.
Keep your fingers moving so you don't, you know what I'm saying, slow down and when you're not in gunfights and stuff.
Yeah, you ever see Sib play? next time you see, I don't know if he still does it, but he did last year. He'll like move like his left stick in a circle. Just it's like it's everyone has a different rhythm, and Kenny's rhythm is a consistent YY. He just does it a lot more than others, like a lot more.
Mm. Yeah, obviously, you know, people like Kenny have wide their whole career, and it's become part of their identity in the league.
I
But
got you, Nick.
Barrett shot out the bag is OpTic fan behavior.
he's down bad, bro. He spent all his money on liquor to drink the pain away.
I've not done that shit. Do not group us up.
No, I can confidently say I have never ate bread out of the bag like that. Bro ate an entire loaf of bread. I mean, this
Jesus
motherfucker.
Christ.
I mean, this guy has no stomach acid. It's all soaked up. Definitely not having any heartburn tonight, I'll tell you that much. That's insane. He just ate he literally just ate a loaf of bread, bro. I mean, probably not the whole loaf, but he just ate how many slices of bread? 7?
Yeah.
I hope no one wanted to make a sandwich tomorrow, because damn. your parents are going to wake up. They're going to be like, I was going to make a sandwich for lunch. Where'd all the bread go?
No, this isn't
And
sandwich bread.
then you see Big Back over there.
This isn't sandwich bread. We had pasta tonight.
You have white bread with pasta?
Hmm?
What? You eat white bread with pasta?
No garlic bread?
I don't put the pasta on the bread.
No, but like, what do you dip it in the sauce?
I just eat it on the side.
What? Dude, garlic bread, like Texas toast, breadsticks, white bread, like just slices?
Mhm.
Chad, am I crazy or does other people do that too?
I eat bread sandwiches.
Bro, I mean, bro eats the Big Mac without the meat and the lettuce and stuff. Wait, so you're telling me when you have pasta, you have like a bowl of pasta, like pasta and sauce and maybe meat or chicken in there, and then you just have a slice of white bread on the side that you eat by itself. You don't actually like dip it or anything.
It's not white bread. It's Italian bread. But no, yeah, I eat it on the side. Sometimes I
fuck
put
is
butter on
It's
it.
Italian.
bread?
It's like, was it like a loaf of Italian bread, or was
Like
it like
baguette?
was it like sliced white bread?
No, sliced Italian bread.
Okay, it was like like a oval. You know, you hold it like a sword type shit. Italian bread.
Mhm.
Okay, that's different, bro. You had me thinking you were eating like sandwich white bread, like Wonder Bread out here.
Oh no, it's Italian bread.
No, Italian bread, like especially because it's like toasted and shit. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd at least put some butter or dip it in the sauce, but like, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
It's not garlic bread with pasta.
Also, that bread
like...
looked way too soft to be Italian. Were you just not eating the crust? Were you like ripping the insides out?
No, I was fucking the crust up.
Oh, I
I
didn't
ate
even
croutons alone.
notice.
Of course you do, Gabriel. You seem like that type of person. For a slice of bread from Around the Food Part 2, Season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Attitude. OpTic had an attitude? I mean, if you mean like confidence because they won, then sure, but
Definitely confidence.
this guy's so weird. Chat.
He is kind of.
I did not eat dinner. I'm starting detailing this week. Instead of like, I took the last 3 hours before the podcast, before hopping on the pod, to get my detailing stuff together. It took a while. I was determined. I was productive. I just forgot to eat.
Yeah.
When does the draw scrap beef in? I don't think it will, to be honest.
Probably never.
Unless they team.
It might
But
not
even
be
then,
like a
probably won't team.
forefront issue for forever, but it won't end. Yo, Splitty with the $14.99 out of nowhere. What's the fuck?
Abby, where's the sec?
Let's go, Splitty. Appreciate that, man.
Who's got some sec out there? I want some sec in my life.
Okay. Holy shit, where's your girl at?
All right, I thought Preston worked in data and analytics. Nah, he works for OpTic. What do you mean?
No,
Wait,
Preston
no,
actually
no.
owns a bank firm, chat. Like a financial firm.
I do work in data analytics for my financial firm, but I also am a part-time car detailer, and I'm a part-time streamer.
And a part-time analyst for OpTic. And a part-time content creator for Around the CDL and Omit. So he's basically a part-timer. I mean, it's a lot of part-times.
Having multiple part-times with the full-time makes me anything but part-time.
I mean, listen, if you have one full-time job and 4 part-time jobs, I mean, you're basically a part-timer. Hey, let's go, Abby. Appreciate that. 100 sec. Let's get it.
Some sec in my
Let's
life.
get it. Let me see some W's in the chat, man, for Splitty and Abby sending those super chats.
WWW. Yo, Splitty came in instantly today. I streamed for an hour because my fucking power surged while I was
I know.
streaming.
I went back to your stream and you weren't online anymore. I was pissed.
I was slamming too. I was like 20-10, dude. I was slamming. But no, I was. And which doesn't happen often. That's how you know I'm not capping, because it doesn't happen that often. But my fucking power instantly into my stream today, literally I pop it on. I didn't even get the tweet out. Splitty came in and gifted a sub in like 12 seconds. He literally came in.
He had noties on, bro.
Gifted a sub. I'm like, Splitty, that is how we start a stream. Let's go.
Let's go.
Cap. I was there.
Thank you, Enjoy. Thank you.
X says you're lying.
That was Cap. It was not fucking Cap. What?
Chat, let him have this, bro. Let him have this moment.
Come on, man. I don't have shit on that game. I went in Raw Dog today in Reyna Instalocked. We lost 13-1. I had 5 kills.
Oh. That's ugly.
We got our shit ran.
Oh.
I actually think I haven't checked, but I think I'm bronze now again, X. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bronze Preston. Let's go. All right, bro. Let's round it out, man. We've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's been a long. I mean, the show itself hasn't been that long, but it's going to be close. So, final words, closing words for you guys. We head into the last weekend of Major 2 qualifiers.
I got nothing. This honestly, this online qualifier has been dog shit. So
It has.
I'm kind of glad it's ending, low key. I'm very excited for the major though. Regardless of OpTic being dog shit or not, I'm excited. I love going to events, seeing all you guys, meeting all you guys. It's gonna be our first event under Hollywood, so we got some.
Meeting all you guys.
He's got a meet and greet line, chat.
Dude's meet and greet is up.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, dude? Hello?
Oh my god.
Yeah, anyways, how the fuck do I do this shit? Phase out. There you go.
It's back up, chat. All right, chat. We appreciate all y'all. Yes, these qualifying matches have been pretty terrible for us, but nonetheless, we move forward. Can't wait for the major part of Omit. We're gonna be doing a lot of content out there, some hour streams, maybe some fan interactions. So if you see us with a camera, come and talk to us, because we may put you on the video. As I was saying, if you love us, and I know a lot of y'all hate us right now, you're still watching, brother. So we appreciate it. Might have to cross the pond for the parking lot meet and greet with Alex. What the fuck? That's just
yo, chat. Genuine question before Jake does his sign off and we end stream. Genuine question. Do you guys hate Alex and I? I have a genuinely question. Just answer, please. Be honest. Be honest.
I know,
do you guys?
I know some people do.
Do you guys hate Alex and I? I need you guys to be genuine.
People on the Reddit don't fuck with y'all.
Reddit do not fuck with us at all. Reddit does not fuck with us at all. They talk about Jake all the time, rightfully so. It's his channel, it's his show, he runs everything. But it's not just talking about Jake. They hate us. They don't like us at all.
I don't get why they're like the other 2 codes don't know ball. I had the most picks last year. I said, what?
They don't like us in the slightest. Jake is God amongst men. The other 2 co-hosts can fucking die.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not even wrong, bro, with the way they... Chat, if for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, there was a post on the subreddit that was basically recommending people to check out my watch party. And the top comments on the post were basically, I like Jake, but his 2 co-hosts ruined it for me. And they were just basically like, OpTic, Texas Burner, Caesar Season, like, these guys suck, but Jake's cool. And I love the gas, but like... That's kind of crazy, bro. I don't think you guys do anything like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I think that goes against either of you specifically is for Preston when he said FaZe should have blew it up after EWC. That tweet is the only thing that I think was like actually like I understand why people are dropping some hate, but other than that, dude,
Listen.
I don't know, bro.
I took that on the chin, by the way.
You did.
I took that on the chin.
You did.
It is.
And yes, you guys are
So-
diehard OpTic fans, but you also will say when they're asked, like you have been. You also will not pick them in pick'ems at times. I mean, Preston might be a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but he's also just, you know, he's Preston. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think you guys are fine. Maybe I'm biased.
I think we're just chill dudes, you know.
We're just having fun, chat. The reason I asked, I really don't care what people think about me. Not to sound like it's just whatever. I asked because I want you guys to watch to have a good time. I don't want to be annoying for you guys and like make you not want to watch the show. So if I was genuinely like pissing you guys off, I'd try my best not to do so. So that's why I was asking.
I have a feeling that people who on Reddit don't like you guys probably have only seen your tweets and not actually watched the show or watched the watch party. That's my.
I don't even tweet anything heinous.
That's
like
all.
that.
I think it's because your name's OpTic Texas Burner, and if they're not OpTic fans, they probably think you're like an OpTic dick suck.
Like, what do I do? I just tweet every now and then, troll a little. I'm not like on Preston's level where you gotta drop this player because he's ass or whatever.
Yeah, Preston's bold. Preston's bold in CL, but I tip it.
I just tweet the way I think, bro. If it comes back to bite me, it comes back to bite me. Sometimes I hit, sometimes I don't. It's life, man.
That is true, Nick. You can't please everybody, especially in the COD community. With all these brain dead fucks who always just coming out of the woodworks every now and then.
There goes Reddit again, I'm sure.
Suck it. I don't care. But yeah, chat, we love y'all. We always say this. We can't do this without any of y'all. What?
Wait the fuck a minute. Wait a minute. That's a lie. There ain't no fucking way I tweeted anything rogue 10 years ago. You're lying.
I have, brother.
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
No, you're lying.
Expose them, chat. Expose them. But yeah, we love all you. Well, we love all y'all. If you fuck with us, if you kind of halfway fuck with us, if you don't fuck with us at all, at the end of the day, it's all love. We're just watching Call of Duty. But yeah, hope to see some of y'all at Major 2. Again, come to Preston's meet and greet. Me and Jake will be there as security. So you better be on your best behavior. We'll kick you out of line and send you to the back.
Dude, these guys.
$100 minimum. If you want to get to the front, you got to tip me and Jake $100.
Deal.
These guys are morons.
Deal.
But yeah, appreciate y'all, chat. Love y'all.
Yep, chat, we appreciate you, man. This week, Wednesday and Thursday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, is the last 2 days of the NA Challengers Elite. So if you want to come hang out, I'll be live. Alex and Preston might join me at some point, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Omit Brooklyn is still in, so shout out to Omit. Hopefully they can get it done. So that'll be Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is obviously the last weekend of the CDL qualifiers for Major 2. They both said they were going to be here on Friday, which is the OpTic versus LAT. So hopefully we'll see you guys in the watch party this weekend, man. But we appreciate the support. Genuinely, the amount of support that we get as just kind of like 3 randoms in the scene is pretty crazy to me. So we're almost not coming up on episode 50. So we would not be this far without you guys. So we genuinely appreciate it. If you're listening on Spotify, drop a 5-star review. If you're watching in post, drop a like, sub to the channel. And yeah, chat, hopefully we'll see you guys in some of the streams. If not, we'll see you next week for Major 2 predictions, man. So peace out, chat, and we hope you all have a good rest of your week, man. See ya.
Peace, chat.
Peace,
All love.
chat.
Love you.